All right, man.
Oh,
We
Corey Lee
back.
won.
We
Hey, hey,
back.
hey,
Hold
CJ.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Oh,
We just started. We just
okay.
started. We just started. Yeah, we back. We back. We back. We back with the Boston Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Grinding. You know, we got Colossal Boxing Talk and the Cali Enigma. He got a new name and shit. We was talking about the other day. The Cali Enigma Boxing Network. Go ahead, Cali. Go ahead and tell me what you about to say real quick. Ain't nobody on yet.
Oh man, Corey Lee Boxing wants you to send him a link, man.
Oh shit, for sure. Tell him I'm about to send it right now. Yeah, go
All
ahead
right.
and introduce yourself, Cali, and then Colossal. Go ahead.
Oh man, it's me, the Cali Enigma. I said the Cali Enigma. It's me, the Cali Enigma, man.
Some white guy, some white guy, right? Yeah, you right. Yeah, Cali nigga. He's a nigga.
Yeah, man. We're just doing this boxing thing, man. So you can follow me on all these different social media, man. Matter of fact, I got Cali Enigma too for basketball, shit like that. So, man, yeah, just follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, man.
What up? What up? It's your boy Big Cool. It ain't Colossal Boxing Talk no more. I still ain't changed the logo yet, but it's gonna be that logo for right now. But it's Colossal Sports TV. You can still follow the other social media sites. Colossal CBT on Twitter, Colossal Boxing Talk Facebook page, Colossal underscore CBT on Instagram until I change it. But yeah, Big Cool, man.
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I just did one page, Cali Enigma, and just kind of flipped the name and just did one thing. But I got another page. That's totally something different though. You trying to be like Ticket, huh?
Ooh, me
That nigga Ticket got like I'm talking about Cali. Ticket TV got like 7 fucking pages. Like nigga, do you sit your ass
Yeah.
down?
hell no, I
No, I'm not
can't do
trying to
that
do that.
shit.
That nigga got 7 pages. Hey, can you
I got, I
I'm
got,
trying
I
to
got three, and I ain't getting no more. I got a third one that has to do with myasthenia gravis. So that's completely different. That's gonna be have nothing to do with sports at all. It's about the autoimmune disease that I have. So that's a completely different channel.
see I'm trying to add him now. I don't know what's going on. Just give me a minute. We're gonna talk some box. I'm gonna get in the chat in a minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'm trying to add somebody. Uh, but yeah, I know John Hart and Costas, they fighting tonight. I'm gonna try to check that out real quick. But they ain't making no money though, man. You know, John Hart
75,000.
Costa, he making 75,000. Then Khalid Jaffe, whatever his name is, he only making like eight. What is he making, 20,000 or some shit like that?
I know Joe the dude Jerome and his opponent making 20,000. Shit.
That's what Spike O'Sullivan made in his last fight. Soda Popinski. He made 20,000 in his last fight
Yeah, I'm definitely calling that
under Ryan.
nigga Eddie Hearn up. Like Eddie, what's good, bro?
Right. Hey, what you got that deal on the table, Eddie, real quick, man. Let me. Matter of
you
fact,
see,
man, I'll sign right now. Just let me hold something.
you see what David Lemieux. David Lemieux is supposed to be fighting tonight against somebody. I forgot.
Yeah, he missed weight. He going to super middleweight. It's over with. It's a done deal for
Oh,
David Lemieux. It's a done deal. He ain't gonna do. He could beat Peter Quillen if they can get Peter Quillen to fight. You know what I'm saying? But it's a done deal for homie. It's a done deal. It's nothing that he
oh, he
gonna
gonna
be
get
able to
his
do
ass
up
whooped.
there.
He
Oh
gonna get his
yeah,
ass whooped up there.
because Oscar was talking
He
about putting
barely,
one. Go ahead.
see, he can barely do anything up here. This motherfucker really don't have. What skill does David Lemieux have besides just throwing that? But besides punching hard, he ain't a real good. He ain't a good boxer. He ain't
He
got
had
no real
already been.
skills.
He had already been knocked out. He had already been knocked out by Antonio Rubio. Marco
Right.
Antonio Rubio knocked him out. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember
Yep, he
that.
knocked his ass. Yeah, he knocked the fuck out his ass out. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't too much shit that he can do. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Didn't
he
he
ain't
start
no
at light
skilled fighter.
heavyweight? I could have sworn. Didn't he
I don't
start at
know.
light heavyweight?
I don't know, but we gonna start talking about this Canelo shit so I can get old boy
Oh yeah,
on.
Canelo shit.
Uh,
Hey, that shit hella funny, man.
but
I had to respond to your video because I was laughing my ass off because Triple G asked that motherfucker over there crying. He's sick to the motherfucker right now though. He know what he like, man, because Rayota, you told me, but I was about to say, well, he still got Rayota Murata. Then you told me that he tied up. I like, Big ass L. Big
Yeah,
ass L for that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, we just gonna ride the boxing news wave and elaborate on the news. So we might be on for a minute. So we started off a little shaky, but nobody care about all that. But yeah, that's crazy though that you mentioned that he a lot of people thought he was gonna fall back on Ryder Murata, but I seen that he's fighting the guy that he beat for the gold medal. And I think the guy he beat for the gold medal is signed to Top Rank as well too. His name means like Dodge or some shit. I forgot what it means, but Triple G asked for 50-50. What you think about that, Jarrell, with Canelo?
Honestly, I might be in a difference with y'all. I think I don't know if he deserved 50-50, but I think he deserved a bump in that pay. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real. It was fucking Canelo's cheating ass fault that the rematch didn't go down. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like that too. You know what I'm saying? Plus, they said he made a whole bunch of fucking concessions to get the rematch agreed to. But if I'm him, honestly, I say fuck it. I'll go to Billy Joe Saunders and fight a fight that means more legacy wise. And then the rematch gonna always be there with Canelo because it's too much cloudiness around it. Too many questions. Was Canelo really on that shit in the first fight? Can he really beat Triple G? You know what I'm saying? Without the help of the judges. So that rematch is gonna always be there. If I'm him, I'm 36 years old. I'm trying to accomplish the goal I set out.
Hey, let me interject real quick. Abel Sanchez said that Billy Joe Saunders don't want to fight like a man. So I tell you what they think about that fight.
But Abel
they
says a lot of
lying
shit.
about
He
that shit
also
though.
said black fighters don't sell. So I don't fucking take what he said with none more than a grain of salt. But like I said, if I'm Triple G, I'm gonna just try to make whatever money I can. If you feel that disrespected, then don't fucking put yourself in a situation as a man to be played around with control. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just call up Billy Joe Saunders, Frank Warren, see if they really, you know what I'm saying, about the life they be talking about, had an undisputed unification bout, make history. And if Canelo want to come around and try to get all these belts from me, he gonna have to give me what I want. Simple as that. Because history gonna mean something to Canelo at the end of the day as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. I wouldn't cry over spilled milk. I know it's a lot of money, but money ain't everything when you got options and history on the line and other fights.
But Billy Joe Saunders won't be available. I mean, he got a fight in June. Then he said he won't be available until September after that. So he's gonna have to fight Sergey Derevchenko, man. That's what it's looking like. Unless he wants to get his IBF stripped, he's
But
gonna
I
have to
mean,
fight him. And then go ahead.
no, my bad. But they did meet with the IBF, so I don't know. It depends on what the IBF feel. If they feeling lenient, or if Tom Loeffler come back and say, "Look, we got an agreement with Billy Joe Saunders. This is this is an undisputed, fight for all the titles. Y'all didn't interfere with, Ndungo and Crawford, so don't do it here." I mean, other than if not, then you're right. He gonna have to fight Derevchenko. But I know they're
He
waiting on the
said, well,
verdict.
yeah, that's what he got to hope to. No, but they didn't meet. They didn't go there to try to talk about Billy Joe Saunders. They went there yesterday to try to get the Vanas Mata fight sanctioned. That's why they went there. They don't give a fuck about Billy Joe Saunders, man. They can't. What they're trying to do is they're trying not to fight anybody tough because they were still trying to secure that Canelo bag, man. At the end of the day, and that's what it's all about. This Canelo Alvarez, man. They could care less about facing anybody. They don't want to fight nobody tough, man. That's why he didn't want Sergey Derevchenko.
I mean, I don't know, man. No, I wasn't saying he went there to try to get that fight sanctioned. I'm saying if he come back, because they did just have a meeting like a week or so ago, and they gonna wait. They waiting on the ruling from the IBF. I'm just saying if they come back and be like, look, you know what I'm saying, we got this situation pretty much agreed to with Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I'm saying? Could you allow that shit? If not, then you're right. He gonna have to fight Derevchenko. But Triple G ain't have a problem in the past fighting these motherfuckers when Andre Ward was out there and all these other motherfuckers where he could have moved up and made a lot of money. So I mean, hell, he need to treat it the same, either take the rematch, be at the mercy of Canelo Alvarez and Oscar De La Hoya, or decide what's better for your legacy. Undisputed.
He was dumb anyway because he had an opportunity to ignore Oscar De La Hoya. He let Oscar De La Hoya punk him into waiting and not fighting Billy Joe Saunders. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because Canelo and them, they were not Canelo, but Oscar De La Hoya was worried that Triple G would have lost to Billy Joe Saunders. And then if he'd have lost to Billy Joe Saunders, Canelo Alvarez never wanted to fight. Definitely didn't want to face Billy Joe Saunders. So that's what this was. There was always that fear. Like, don't you take no kind of risk like that. Because, man, motherfucker, if you lose to him, you ain't gonna never get paid by us. So they allowed Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo Alvarez to control his career. What a fucking idiot. That's like Triple G, man, had getting bad advice, man. Real bad advice.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, he had plenty of opportunities when he was younger to make some money. You know, I ain't saying he was gonna make Canelo money with a Ward fight, but you never know what happened. It turned out to be controversial, like the Sergey Kovalev fight with Ward, have a rematch, make more money. I don't know, but some people got that superstardom where they bring in the money, and some people just got the superstardom where they bring in the views. And Golovkin is the guy that bring in the views. Canelo's the guy that bring in the money, and that's what it is.
Well, he didn't want to fight. I don't know what would have beat the shit out of Triple G.
He don't want to fight Billy Joe
fight.
Saunders. He don't want to fight Billy Joe Saunders, dog. He don't want to fight. He had that deal in place he was talking about in place with Billy Joe Saunders to go to Kazakhstan. Then Oscar, did what he did with that situation. And then they lied and said, well, Billy Joe Saunders priced himself out recently, and Frank Warren came out and said, no, we didn't price ourselves out. He said they just don't want to fight Billy Joe Saunders neither. So why is he holding 3 belts if he don't still want to fight Billy Joe Saunders? So that's what you got to get to the bottom of it is what you don't want to fight Billy Joe Saunders. I mean, you need to let 2 of the belts go.
Remember Abel Sanchez said that. Remember Abel Sanchez said that everybody outside of Canelo Alvarez, he said Jamal Charlo, Billy Joe Saunders, Sergey Derevchenko. He also said, Danny Jacobs, and he said Demetrius Andrade all priced themselves out. They're not realistic fights. So you see, I'm telling you, see where they're going, man.
He pulled. And then they pricing themselves out. With Canelo, there's no way in hell he deserved 50%. Then they say, somebody said, Cotto got 55% and did a lot less pay-per-views than what Golovkin did. Yeah, that may be true, but tell me a pay-per-view where Golovkin hit at least 500K. Well, tell me a pay-per-view he hit 250K. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't no pool. Cotto could still walked away from the Canelo fight and still made a decent payday.
Yeah,
Golovkin couldn't have made a decent payday.
Yeah, Cotto was always he was always behind Manny and Floyd in terms of pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying? Or just star power, so I don't see like
50%. We understand you bring the belts and you felt inconvenienced. We feel them, but at the end of the day, look at your options. You don't have no options. You either gonna fight Charlo or Sergey Shevchenko, or you already ruled out Billy Joe Saunders. You're not gonna move up. You're not gonna move down. You're the one that's in a tough pickle. He's the one that's in a tough pickle, dog. He ain't got no bargaining. He don't have no bargaining, leverage.
And that's why I think the fight with Canelo will happen. Especially if he not wanting to fight. I was on the assumption that he wanted to be undisputed. You know what I'm saying? That's what he been saying.
And he gonna have to wait till next year to fight Canelo, because Canelo, I was hearing some shit that Canelo may make that motherfucker wait till September next year to fight, which will be fucked up. But hey, he'll wait because he's a thirsty ass bitch. So he'll wait, man.
He's gonna be 37 in April. He'll be 37.
Also, what I've been hearing is that Canelo not really wanting to fight him, after not having to be in the ring since last September. Him being a year off, Golovkin already had a fight in May, against Vanes Martirosyan. I think he's skeptical of fighting him, that far.
Yeah, I would have picked Triple G to whoop his ass, man, to knock him out. If he would have fought him coming off that long of a layoff, I think he would have been rusty, and I think Triple G would have clipped him. He's right to not fight him. Yeah, he's right to not do that.
Yeah, that's what I really
think. They talking about they're gonna fight. Before we move on, they talking about they're gonna fight. Danny Jacobs, or we're gonna fight Charlo, Andrade, or maybe Gary Spike O'Sullivan. It's gonna be Spike O'Sullivan. It's gonna be Gary Spike O'Sullivan. He already been penciled in for this date. We ain't stupid though, but we're gonna go ahead.
Last thing, that's what I'm saying. If you ain't gonna fight Golovkin out of a year, later, what make you think you're gonna fight Andrade or Billy Joe Saunders or fucking Jamal Charlo? Come on, now, Oscar fucking I ain't gonna call him what I want to call him, but y'all know what I'm thinking of.
I'll tell you, out of the group of people I think that Canelo's likely to fight, I can see him taking on Danny Jacobs. I don't see him fighting them other guys, man. I don't.
He gonna fight Gary Spike O'Sullivan.
And I don't really see him beating up Danny Jacobs, but Danny Jacobs, I don't see him beating Danny Jacobs. But I'm
I
looking
don't
at
either.
Danny Jacobs' last two performances, and that may have given him some false
Some courage.
confidence that he could beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then like I tell you, he fighting Gary Spike O'Sullivan, man. Remember Gary Spike O'Sullivan told Dan Rayfield, he said, "Fat
No,
boy."
I was talking about for the December fight, because in December they
December,
talking
he not
about
gonna
fighting
fight.
somebody.
He ain't gonna fight on this. He might
Or you
fight
know,
this. Ain't gonna be nobody. What's
he'll
September
fight
to
another
December?
bomb then. Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll
that's too
fight
close
another
Three
bomb.
together.
months. 3 months.
Yeah, no, he ain't gonna fight nobody. If he don't, he's about Canelo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Oscar said.
Uh,
Oscar said he already got booked the dates for September and December because he said he want to get. They're trying to get them paydays, man. So I do think he'll fight in December.
He got to
It'll
make it up
probably be a
for him.
bump. Yeah, it'll probably be a bump. So probably won't be Triple G, but it'll be somebody that he can beat, and
Andre
somebody that can
probably.
give him some work.
I wouldn't be
And
surprised if it was
it'll
Andre.
actually be good for Canelo though too. Think about this. It'll be good for Canelo too. He'll have two fights, not that far away from May, man. That's not necessarily a bad idea to come in with two quick fights.
one of the motherfuckers ain't gonna be pay per view. All I gotta say is Ken Hirschman rolling in his bed this morning. Ken Hirschman rolling in his bed.
He like,
He would have did
yeah.
that shit on Showtime. He would have did that shit on Showtime. Steven Espinoza rolling in his bed too. They would have put that shit on Showtime back in the day. Lou
Hey,
DiBella too.
CJ, Gary Spike O'Sullivan versus Canelo Alvarez in a pay-per-view fight. I mean, none of them fight. But I
HBO, like I
guarantee the Gary
said,
O'Sullivan fight will be a pay-per-view.
all the HBO executives rolling in their bed, bro. They rolling in their bed. Like, come on. Now people don't know the HBO norm used to be like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 million, like per fight. That's how good the fights was. But it is what it is. We're gonna talk about
Hey, but you know what though? And
go ahead.
Canelo gonna run his cards though too with the fans if he don't start facing tougher people though too. I think he's starting to wear off a little bit anyway, in my opinion. He gonna have to fight some of them dudes, man, because I mean they're not gonna be excited about some of the names he's fighting, knowing that's a Charlo and all them out there. Them fans know they gonna want him to face somebody
He
tough, man, not just Triple G.
he gonna have to fight. Oh yeah,
They
he
just,
gonna
he
as
just
long as
go
he
ahead.
fighting, as long as he fight, he gonna have to see Jacobs, Jamal, Charlo, Andre sooner or later, bro. Because the walls caving in on his motherfucking ass too. So let's just not get it twisted. As soon as this chapter with Triple G out the way, it's new dogs waiting to get their opportunity.
He might go back down to Super Canelo weight, but switch over. Talk about Adonis Stevenson. I don't know how many people heard. He blamed Floyd Mayweather for his loss against Badou Jack because they had all American and one neutral judge, and then he said he had a cold the week of the fight. He said he was drinking tea and honey the week of the fight. He had a cold and blamed Floyd Mayweather for the
Yeah,
judges.
man.
What
Yeah,
you
to
think
me,
about
I
that?
mean, here's the thing. I actually had Stevenson winning 115, 113, man. So, but I don't think he won by so much that I felt like he got robbed. I mean, I thought it was close enough where it could have been a draw, or you could have said that Jack won. The fight was close. I would say that Badu Jack fucked up by not starting earlier. Because if he started earlier, he probably would have been able to stop him. But Badu Jack always starts late, so he's the king of draws, man. This guy is just I don't understand why Bottle Jack won't do more, man. But he was scared early, man. Scared to get hit with the left hand. He was so scared that he was just protecting himself, just covering up early on, man. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
I
Are you
don't,
gonna fucking fight or what?
I don't blame him for being hesitant, man. Because the last thing he want to do is have those flashbacks from Derek Edwards, and even worse, man. He couldn't go out there and just be balls to the wall because he would have got knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame him for being cautious. But like you said, you know what I'm saying? He could at least started a little fast after the second and third round. He could have just, once he felt that power, because I think he got hit with a good straight left early in that fight, and I guess he didn't like it or whatever, so he proceeded to continue to allow Stevenson to tire himself out. But you got to be able to start quick, especially when you got a history of having none but draws, man, against in your biggest fights. You know what I'm saying? But fuck Adonis Stevenson, man. I hate that motherfucker, cuz I can't
No, I
stand
didn't
him.
think. I didn't think. I didn't see
I'm
no
with you,
way. I
bro.
didn't see no. Hold on. I didn't see no way you could score it for Stevenson by 2 points. I mean, I thought that I thought he lost every round after the sixth round, I believe it was, besides the 11th round. In the rounds that he did win, he didn't win no rounds convincingly, except for that 11th round. Every other round that he won, it was just that he threw more punches and didn't even land nothing clean. You know, Badou Jack, the reason he came out slow, Badou Jack didn't have a no sweat on him at all. He was dry, so he was right for getting knocked out. If he would have got caught by one of them straight left hands early, he'd have been knocked out. Seriously, because he didn't have no lather on him, no sweat. He wasn't even warmed up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why he started off slow. So
I scored at 115, 13 for Jack.
yeah, I had it for Jack too. I didn't see no real convincing run. I'm not mad at the draw. I think the draw it was cool, you know, because I would like to see him over again. But you know, it is what it is, man. You know,
I had the first 6 rounds I gave to
you said the
Stevenson, man.
what?
Not that way.
You said the first
I gave
six?
I gave the first 6 rounds to
Oh
Stevenson.
no, hell no! You need to go rewatch
Yeah,
that fight. Hey, I got
yeah.
my scorecard right here. I don't agree with
I was
that
mad.
one.
Cause I was mad than a motherfucker, man. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was screaming at Badou Jack the whole time, cause I wanted Badou Jack to win by knockout. I said, "This is my whole thing. This is what I
He had
picked. I picked
opportunities to knock
Stevenson
him
to
out.
win." He
He
had.
had
I know he
opportunities.
had the opportunities. That's what made me frustrated about him, which is why I was like, "Motherfucker, do something." And then,
I had the first.
in the 11th round though, that was I was like, "Oh, come on, man,
I
fuck,
had
come on."
I had the first 2 rounds going to Stevenson. The next 3 and 4 going to Jack. Then Stevenson took 5 and 6 from me, and then from 7 all the way to that 11th round, it was Jack. And then I got gave Jack the 12th round. But I mean, Stevenson didn't deserve to win that fight. He didn't do nothing. Maybe he was sick though. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that he was because that left hand it was off. You know, it was off big time. You
That
know,
nigga 40 years old. That's what happened to that nigga, bro. He was 40.
yeah, he crying blaming Floyd. Everybody blaming Floyd. Floyd. Oh man, the government took my tax money. Floyd.
I just wish that nigga would have lost, man. I can't stand it, Dunn Stevenson bitch ass, man. I just knew. I was like, this nigga gonna lose, and Jack.
Then he talk about the reason the fight couldn't have been in Montreal is because of Floyd Mayweather. I said, man, I can't wait till somebody beat this. I don't care if it's the dude from Top Rank at this point, dog. Somebody got to beat that ass.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
Because Jack could have stopped him. Jack had several times to stop him.
Jack. I don't understand why Jack should have been more aggressive, man. In my opinion, man, I think he had opportunities, but yeah, he was hesitant. But he got caught with that fucking kidney shot, man. That really fucked shit up. But to me, yeah, he had opportunity. People kept telling me saying that he wasn't hurt. I thought he was hurt several times, man. I thought that Jack hurt him several times. Like he didn't want an uppercut, man, and had him fucked up, man. And I said, oh man, he got a chance to get him out of here. And it's like, fuck, man, come on. And I thought he should have jumped on him in the next round, and he just kind of wrestled with him. I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. Jack is frustrating. Jack. I said, this is the first thing I said after the fight. I said, Jack gonna look back at this fight and be like, man, I should have stopped this dude, man. And then when it never went to the judges, and he should have stopped.
Yeah, it was his fault. It was his fault for real. He had I caught him about 7-10 times. He hurt Stevenson. He let Stevenson tie him up. But you know that's the story of Badou Jack, man. You know that's the story of Badou Jack. Just move on and keep the party rolling. What else going on? You know you got the $1 billion man Eddie Hearn. You know I dropped off. Motherfucker.
No, it was Cali that dropped.
Who dropped off?
Cali.
Oh, it was Cali that dropped. I thought it was me. He had joined back, but $1 billion deal Eddie Hearn getting played by Adrian Broner. What you think about that?
Honestly, bro, I don't know. I don't know if you seen my video here about it. I felt that not that he was wrong for turning down the deal. I just felt that he was fucking wrong for exposing the shit like that. Because Broner, like we were saying about saying a few weeks ago and shit, he ain't the smartest motherfucker. Now he do got money. I don't know how much money. I ain't never really sat back and thought about it. But it's a way to carry yourself. Even if you fucking feel insulted by the deal, you could act like it never even existed. You know what I'm saying? Because you giving Eddie Hearn even more, power or whatever. Because people looking at you, especially niggas like Ishe Smith, who ain't never seen that much money, I don't believe, in his career. And it's not a diss towards Ishe, because I feel where he's coming from, though, bro. I feel where he coming from. Chill, bro. Chill, man.
Oh
I feel where he coming from, but I mean, I would have just
my god! I'm
said,
sorry,
you know
though.
what? I would have just said I'm staying with with Heyman. I appreciate the offer, but no, thank you. But Broner, man, I'm telling you, Heyman.
Hey, Jarrell, you still there? What the fuck going on? Yourself real quick. I think it was a mistake. Um, yeah, he muted himself. See, he got muted on, so maybe something going on. But how I feel about the AB situation? Y'all already seen my video, but for people who haven't seen the video yet, um,
My
you know,
bad. My girl called.
are you good?
Yeah,
Are
my
you
girl
good?
called
You
in. Yeah,
good?
but
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going on the AB thing.
all right.
Think about AB is the situation like Deontay Wilder said in the interview today, which we'll get to that in a minute. He said that a lot of people see it the way that Eddie Hearn is treating him, and they dissing Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? So when Eddie
Yeah.
Hearn dissed Deontay Wilder email, these emails they sent him, then Wilder team, was talking about the email. Now everybody feel like it's open season on Eddie Hearn. They trying to gang up on him. Broner should be the last guy, talking shit though.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think about that. Good point. But Broner ain't Wilder. He ain't in that situation. He got 3 L's. This nigga probably won't become a champion, at least, you know, a legitimate champion. Again, he'll probably be a secondary champion or some shit. But this motherfucker just the way he carry himself, man. How much longer do he think Al Heyman gonna be there? How much? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got their fucking breaking point with a motherfucker. And Broner he drawn with these niggas like Vargas, no disrespect to him, he shouldn't have been a draw. He getting his ass beat by guys that's better, but not that much better. And Mikey Garcia, this nigga got to win something to, get the trust of the fans back or warrant those big paydays that he want. He go from wanting to be a billionaire to being happy he making 2.5 million. That should tell you everything about how content and how far Adrian Broner has failed since we first came to know who he was.
Yup. Ishai Smith. That nigga get on my nerves, dog. Man, he looking at other niggas wishing was him. He probably calling Eddie Eddie, man. I don't even need the $6 million, man. Just give me 1 million, Eddie, man. Just give me 1 million, Eddie, please. Just one. I'll fight Kell Brook, man. We can make up a belt. The UK American Intercontinental WBC WBA IBF World Championship belt. Be the biggest fight you ever promoted. Sugar Ishai Smith versus Special Kell Brook. Please, Eddie. You said you would drop the 12.5 million in Deontay Wilder account the same day. You could drop it in my account today. Just a million, Eddie. Don't put just a million, man.
Like,
You'll be called the real money team. That
I'll
nigga so
fight Anthony
thirsty, dog.
Joshua. This nigga, I'll
Hell
fight Anthony
yeah.
Joshua.
I weigh in at 154. He can weigh in at whatever. I just need a million, Eddie. I know it's called the money to Eddie. Eddie, like, hey, part of the money team. I know you getting a million. Oh, not Ishai, man. Not
25,000.
Ishai.
Hey, so is he really dissing Floyd, cuz? Or was he
Yeah, 'cause
just
Floyd told them niggas to get jobs. So I guess he probably told Ishai.
he better go back
He
to the
said, Ishai, I
contender?
done got you on TV. Ishai, I done got you on TV the last 5 times, bro. You done lost 5 times in a row. It's time to go get them fries ready at Five Guys and Fries on the strip. You got managerial experience. Come
Man,
on, Floyd, man. Just one more chance.
I
Just
can
give me
see
a
if I
fight
can
with
get you.
Jay Swift Hurd in September.
I can see if I can get you on the contender again.
He
Shit, you gonna have to
said,
gain about 50 pounds. Hell.
hey, Ishai, you can hold my gloves. You can hold my. Oh, I retired. You can't hold my pads.
You want to be a part of my security entourage? Oh shit!
You ain't never been knocked out, so that qualify you right there with that big ass head.
Hell yeah! You can be my person with that big ass ears. Nah, let me stop, man. I like Ishai. You know what I'm saying, nigga? I
Fuck that
remember that nigga.
motherfucker, man.
I remember that nigga was crowd
Fuck his
contender
ass.
though. Remember that nigga was crying on
Nigga,
the
man.
contender.
Floyd pulled strings to get over there. Get him over there and shit like that. That nigga looking at niggas like Broner like, damn, I wish I was that ignorant motherfucker, man. He looking at niggas like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That nigga looking at niggas like that. Damn, I wish I was that nigga, dog.
What's up,
Yeah,
y'all?
man, fuck. What's going on, Corey Lee boxing in the
What's
building?
up?
What it do, man? You, hey, Cali fall out, you fall in. The way that God works. Hey, y'all, this Corey Lee boxing. Wonderful channel, wonderful young fellow that got some great interviews with out in DC at the Gary Russell and JoJo Diaz fight.
what's good, fam?
What's going on, Corey? What's on, Corey? We talking about well, you don't want to talk about we talking about Ishay Smith. We talking about Ishay Smith. We gonna leave Ishay Smith alone for right now. We gonna go into I don't know if you've seen the Deontay Wilder interview. Basically, he confirmed the $50 million the offer he gave to Joshua. He said he'd be willing to on the 7A Sports Channel. He said he's willing to go to the UK for 40% of the revenue. That's not a problem, as long as he get 40%. So, what you think about this whole shit?
Oh yeah, so with
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, man, I heard a little bit about that, man. Well, I appreciate the invite, man. You know, what's up? The Colossal Boxing Talk. What's going on, man? The Boxing Clinic. What's going on, man? It's just Corey Lee's Boxing in the house, man. What's good, man? So, yeah, man, my personal opinion about the whole rundown is, you know, Deontay Wilder right now is trying to pretty much, you know, make it where there's zero excuses, okay? And that's my personal opinion, you know what I mean? What Deontay Wilder is doing right now is trying to limit you know, Anthony Joshua's fucking excuses. It's just getting out of control with the excuses that Anthony Joshua has, and some of the, you know, when you go deep down into it and in some of the intel of it, you know, you got Anthony Joshua really going real hard right now, you know what I mean, trying to put the pressure you know, on Deontay Wilder. But, you know, us as US, you know, avid hardcore fans, we see right through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? My personal opinion about the whole situation is I think that Deontay Wilder threw the 40% out there. Like, you know, look, man, I'm willing to take less to get this fight made. You know, if we do a rematch, you know, this guy's got to be, you know, he's got to be at my doorstep. You know, right now I'm on his doorstep. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he's acting like a prima donna. And, you know, right now, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to evaluate the situation. And right now, all of the fucking situation points to Anthony Joshua trying to duck. You know what I mean? And, hey, man, we got to be those avid hardcore fans that will be like, no, buddy. The shit is on you, Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to talk boxing. And
hey, Corey, it's one thing, because Corey, I got to give you some, Corey. You be real fair, but especially towards the UK. So, like I said, if Corey's saying that shit, you know the motherfucker ducking. That's what I'm saying, man. If Corey's saying the dude ducking, the motherfucker is more than ducking.
Hey, what y'all think about? Hey, what y'all think about? We had he ain't on right now, but he's in the chat, Legendary Boxer, and it said that Eddie Hearn has been hashing out a deal with Alexander Povetkin. And it sounds like Povetkin ain't gonna take the deal and gonna go to purse bid. We know if Povetkin go to purse bid, he's gonna win it.
Yeah,
we know that. Hey, that's what we've been saying. Why Anthony Joshua? That's why we've been saying that Anthony Joshua needs to go ahead and take that $50 million, because motherfucker, you don't know what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up fighting in Russia, dude. You know what I mean? He over there thinking that $50 million is always gonna be around. He gonna fuck around, get knocked out, or cheated on the scorecards, and then he did that $50 million.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. This is the trip part about it. Somebody came in the chat. I don't know how true it is, and said that, you know, if Povetkin won a purse bid and took it to Russia, that Eddie Hearn said they gonna drop the belt.
Hey, I believe Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's a bitch. Cause that motherfucker, Eddie Hearn took so many L's as is. So at the end of the day, Wilder should play hardball, man. Cause that's what they're doing. They're making cause Wilder look desperate right now. He out there offering the $50 million. They don't want it. He said now he offer 40%, which he's offered before. They ain't gonna take it. So Wilder should buy. You know what? Take the $50 million. We can go on about our shit. You can go ahead and drop that belt and look like a bitch that you are. Cause that WBA, once Povetkin get it, it's gonna be held hostage forever. No one's gonna get their hands on that motherfucker. We know that for a fact. So Anthony Joshua
He the mandatory.
Alexander
Povetkin. I mean, Povetkin is the mandatory for the WBA and the WBO.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the WBA is better than the WBO though, so I'd rather have the WBA than WBO. But it don't really matter. I mean, he not. Yeah, I mean, are they gonna strip him of the WBA? He ain't gonna drop. He'll just drop the WBA because I think this is about the WBA, which is he's mandatory for the WBA.
If Povetkin gonna be in the UK.
Hey, but they hashed the deal out. Povetkin team said it was a good deal, but they wanted to go to purse bid, and we know if Eddie Hearn couldn't outbid or whatever that sports thing for Puav was for 1.5, he ain't gonna outbid $1 billion backing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That dude
no one outbids Povetkin. Hey, you know that no one outbids the Russians, man, when it comes to these purse bids and shit. So, I mean, none of this shit should surprise any of us. We knew. But hey, CJ, how long have we all been saying this shit? That Anthony Joshua needs to stop fucking playing games, or he gonna end up getting fucked some way, somehow. He gonna end up losing a whole bunch of money. This motherfucker just think that. I'm telling you right now, Anthony.
But check this out. But just if I was Povetkin, you know what I'd do? I pull some hoe ass shit. You know what I would do? I let it go to the purse bid in the WBA, and I win, and he dropped the belt. I said, well, I don't want the belt. Let it go to the next two contenders. WBO, they run the purse bid. I win that purse bid and make that nigga drop that WBO and get that belt. He had to fight me in Russia regardless to drop the belt.
Man, he'll look like a bitch if he he did something like dropping the WBO and the WBA. He would. He look like a coward, and there would literally be no defense from that shit. If he dropped any belt, it'll be no defense for that shit. It'll just show that he's a bitch.
Yo, what's going on? What's up to the chat, man? Yo, what's good, man? Got a little love in the chat, man. What's good, y'all?
And let me say this real quick, though. Because you know what? Here's the thing.
Let me say something, man. God damn, man. You've been running your mouth. I'm trying to talk about this Rockets Golden State Warriors game. What's good? H-Town in the building, nigga. Let's go.
I'm about to go to my girl house, bro.
Go, baby.
But let me say this real quick. Anthony Joshua. Hold on, let me say about Anthony. I need to finish this up. We'll get back on that, but let me go about this. Anthony Joshua, man, this dude, right, he's getting ready to turn down $50 million. He's letting Eddie Hearn, who's the Matchroom Boxer, who's his manager and his promoter right now, talk him out of $50 million guaranteed with the upside of somewhere of upwards to possibly $100 million, and at worst, maybe a $75, $80 million total for one fucking fight. And he's gonna allow Eddie Hearn to talk him out of that, man. When it's always, in boxing, man, especially in the heavyweight division, it only takes one punch. You go run into some dude who knock your ass, smooth the fuck out, and then what? Then what is Anthony Joshua gonna be able to do after that?
He gonna do shit but cry. I could have had $50 million while sipping my pee. Yeah, he's gonna say, I wish I would have had $60 million while sipping tea with my pinky up. Now, Eddie, I'm like with Frank Bruno sharing an apartment with Mom and Eddie.
The shit's so crazy, man. You know, with the whole rundown of the Alexander Povetkin, man. My personal opinion about the Alexander Povetkin, man, I think that he's got a lot of money behind him. And anytime in boxing you're a 7-time cheat and you're come back and you're one of the right now he's one of the mandatories and he's a 7-time cheat. The only way that happens in boxing is if you got a lot of fucking money, man. That's the only way something like that can happen. It's not like he snuck through the cracks. He did it right in front of us. I mean, come on, man. You got Bermane Stiverne going down there to fight Alexander Povetkin. You know what I'm saying? You got Alexander Povetkin. He goes down there and fights Alexander Povetkin. He pretty much, he gets, he failed a drug test with Stiverne. Then he goes down there and fights Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder goes to Russia and fights Alexander Povetkin. Then Povetkin gets caught again. Then he got caught like 2 or 3 other times, man. He's a multiple cheat, man. You know what I'm saying? And my personal opinion about the whole Alexander Povetkin situation is, I think right now what we need to do is, if he does fight, if Alexander Povetkin does fight Anthony Joshua, we don't know. We don't know if we see the Wilder Anthony Joshua showdown. We don't know, man. In the heavyweight division, all it takes is one shot. Povetkin's got that one shot. He's got that shot, y'all. I'm being honest, man.
Hey, Corey,
remember on these dudes. I'm being honest, man.
remember the David Price fight? Alexander Povetkin wasn't even tested for that fucking fight. So we don't even know if Eddie Hearn would even make him get tested for the fight with Joshua. That's something else too. That would make me question Joshua if they don't test Povetkin.
Then that means who got the best drugs. And then shit, to be honest with you, dog, hey man, there's a lot of money invested in Alexander Povetkin, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody at home, I'll repeat myself. There is a lot of money invested in Alexander Povetkin, man. And we're not talking about chump change, man. We're talking about big-time Russian money, okay? We already seen, you seen the Rocky versus Ivan Drago? Let's be honest now, man. Let's be honest. If you do a before and after pic on Alexander Povetkin's body, you can see a big change in his body and his, physique and shit like that, man. The guy's taking something, man, and the results are outstanding. I mean, you got to understand, man, the guy's been in a couple wars, and he almost got knocked out by a cruiserweight, but he keeps coming forward, man. He does not stop, period. He does not stop. You know what I'm saying? And like, I have still yet to watch the whole David Price versus Alexander Povetkin, but from what I'm hearing, I heard that was a life and death battle with Alexander Povetkin, man. I heard he almost got sparked in that fight.
He did, man. He had got caught with the fucking left hook, man, and had him. He fucking flew back across the ring and landed up against the ropes. That prevented him from hitting the ground. But then, for whatever reason, David Price didn't finish him. I don't understand why the fuck he took the next round off, man. Instead of going for the kill, he took the next round off.
But I did see Callie in Colossal Boxing Talk in the boxing clinic. I did see the ending result on Alexander Povetkin and David Price, and it was a vicious one. I mean, this dude got some of the most vicious KOs in the heavyweight division right now, man. When it's sleep time for this dude.
Superroids, man. Superroids will do that shit for you.
And I'm being honest with you guys. If you guys don't believe us, go check out the Alexander Povetkin highlight reel. There's an extensive one.
And
this guy sparked the shit out of this dude. Alexander Povetkin sparked the shit out of Mike Perez. Sparked him.
And Duhaupas.
Night, nigga. Night.
But he fucked up Duhaupas, man. Duhaupas had to train on the plane, man. He had 24 hours to get over there, and he had to train on the flight on the way to Russia, and he had ASICS sneakers on, bro. ASICS running shoes, my nigga. That's what he fought in. ASICS. How fucked up is that?
ASICS?
Hey, Jose.
Johan Duhaupas.
Hey, hold on. For the record, y'all, Jose, yes, I did say that about Kell Brook. You said this is your third time saying that Kell Brook situation about me, about Kell Brook beating, I said Kell Brook have a good chance on doing, and running at 154, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I did say it. So what? That's what I believe, you know what I'm saying? You believe what you believe. And that's what you believe. You probably believe the bandwagon shit. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I look at each fighter different. I'm not a biased fan, man. Anybody on this panel that know me can tell you that, dog. Come into my world. Before you judge me, come into my world.
He not gonna move off of Kell Brook, man. I'm gonna say y'all might just go and accept it. He going with Kell Brook. Kell Brook is his guy. And he does believe. He believes
Jose in the chat. Some guy named Jose in the chat.
Hey man, he believes Kell Brook can beat these dudes. You got to give him respect. That's his belief. It's a possibility.
He says he wants me to elaborate on that more, please. All right, man.
Go ahead.
If you want me to elaborate on that, dog, that's what y'all really want, man. Look, the Lowland Prophet says Corey Lee a real one. Salute, man. The real ones know me, dog. Jose, you might not know me, dog. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting invited on this show because of my looks, nigga. Remember that shit. But this is some real shit, though, man. My personal opinion about the whole situation, dog, is Kell Brook, I feel like he's an inside-outside fighter. He's got good foot movement. He works off his jab. He has a beautiful 1-2. He was giving Earl Spence the business, and he was giving Triple G the business before he got his eye socket broken. I understand he lost those fights. Me saying that he was winning those fights mean nothing when he loses. But my personal opinion is I think he learned from both of those fights. You know what I'm saying? My personal opinion is if Earl Spence loses at 154, it's end of his career. You know what I'm saying? It's end of his career. If he just loses one time, you know what I'm saying? And it's a devastating loss. I'm talking about right now, Earl and Kell Brook at 150. 154 is wide open right now, y'all. 154 is wide the fuck open, man. Real shit, dog. You got the Hami Magia. You got him coming up. He just got the WBO and fucking ran through Saddam Ali's lazy ass. You know what I'm saying? Then you got, the Charlo. I mean, you got Charlo in there, 154. Then you got Jarrett Hurd, somebody that I interviewed. I interviewed this motherfucker one-on-one, dog. I'm 210. Jarrett Hurd was every bit of 195. 195, man. And the recent pictures that I seen of Kell Brook look 195, and he won't fat neither. Buff. Just because he's smaller in height and height than the rest of the 154 pounders, don't mean he ain't no. We gotta see. We gotta see, man. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I do think he has a great chance at 154. I'd be a fool not to.
I'll say this, bro. He was whooping Triple G ass. To me, the Triple G fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Errol Spence fight was more better than the Triple G fight.
He laid the blueprint for niggas to get brave with versus Triple G. If it was no Kell Brook versus Triple G, it wouldn't be no Danny Jacobs versus Triple G, dog. I believe that because Danny Jacobs said I would just call him Triple G out.
Al Heyman says Kell Brook has more heart than Anthony Joshua. That's to be saluted, dog. This dude moves up to a weight division, and he the champ. How would I ever talk bad about this dude?
That was dumb, though.
That was dumb.
He got hurt. The question was that about the heart situation.
Yeah,
that's what I was answering.
Him and Amir Khan got two of the biggest hearts in boxing, even though they trying to outdo each other, move up together.
And then look, Jose says, "I'm not saying that Brook can't beat Spence. Laugh out loud. Just want to see how can Brook beat Spence after what we seen." Hey, you the one that asked me. You telling me to elaborate on. I just elaborated everything, man. And to be my personal opinion, man, this dude Earl Spence said his neck and shit was hurting for 2 weeks after this shit, dog. After the fight, you know what I'm saying? And Earl Spence goes toe to toe with Charlo and Kemp every day. Come on, man.
Let me say this about Eddie. Hey, I blame the Kell Brook fight on Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn wanted that money. Yes, and that's why he fought that fight. Because Kell Brook, he should have.
I swear I don't mean to cut y'all off, but Al Heyman would never do that shit, dog. Willie Boxing Clinic, the Colossal Boxing. I mean, come on, man.
He would have had Kell Brook.
Hold on. Al Heyman did do it with Amir Khan, but that was Amir Khan for Amir Khan.
He asked for that shit. He asked for that shit, though.
He did.
He asked for that shit. He asked for that knockout of the year candidate. He asked for that shit.
And he was out boxing. Hold on. He was out boxing Canelo ass for a minute, though. He just got too brave. Man.
And like Lowland says, do not compare Kell Brook to Amir Khan. Amir Khan is a big pussy, and he's delusional. Kell Brook isn't. Shout out Lowland in the comment section. Let's to be saluted. Let's go.
Kell Brook and Amir Khan is not a competitive fight, in my opinion. But what I wanted to say is that Eddie Hearn should have told Kell Brook, look, man, we're going to give you 2 fights to get acclimated to the division, and then you can fight Triple G. So you would tell, so that's what he should have did. He said, we're going to give you 2 fights so you can get used to getting hit by guys that fight at 160, then you can go up to go face Triple G. Triple G wanted to fight him now because that's what Triple G likes, fighting welterweights immediately. He don't want no acclimated 160-pounder.
No, we already spoke on him. We're going to switch it up real quick. We know Rob Reason Jr. trained with Kevin Cunningham. I ain't got y'all thoughts on that. Hey, Jarrell, let me know what you think. Colossal, what you think about
Colossal Boxing, what's good, dog? You still there, man? I ain't mean to take the mic from you. My bad, man. That's how Coily Boxing come through, man. I ain't no quiet nigga.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. Shit, Robert Easter Jr. This motherfucker funny as hell. No, Robert Easter Jr. Training with Kevin Cunningham. I just think it's him following his big brother, Adrian Broner. I don't know if it's gonna be beneficial or what. We have to see how it plays out when he steps in the ring. with Mikey Garcia. But at the end of the day, it's up to
this dude. Hold on. This dude in the chat said this dude coked up. He remind me of Blood. Man, exit this nigga all the way out the building, man. Where the Rich gang at when you need it? Jose, you ain't doing your job at all, nigga. We need that wrench back from you, dog. Any nigga talk on the panel, it's all the way respect. Real talk, dog. This couldn't be in my house. This couldn't be in my house. My Rich gang certified, nigga. That shit wouldn't even pop up on the timeline like that. Woody Cali. That shit wouldn't even pop up on the timeline like that. Nigga don't never disrespect one of the panels, nigga. Because I know one of these brothers coming to my motherfucking show, it's respect at all times. Go ahead, man.
Like I was saying, at the end of the day, Robert Easter Jr., he should know by now how he should fight. You 5'11". I don't know how your reach is off the top of my head, but you got a significant height advantage over Mikey Garcia. I imagine you're going to have a nice reach advantage as well. You got all the physical tools. You can punch. You can box. You fast. You athletic. I just think it's up to him. Maybe Kevin Cunningham could bring that focus, kind of bring it back and keep it balanced, but he going to need to be on his A game. And, if he felt he needed to make this move, then, props to him because his pops won't get it done. He was fighting, like he was 5'6" against Shafikov and Javier Fortuna. And, I just like to see him get back to fighting how he was against, what's my guy that got knocked out at the end of the bill by
Mendez.
Yeah. When he was fucking up Mendez and he fought Comey. So I think that, it's a good move if he could put it all together. But if not, he's just going to get his ass beat with a new trainer. Shit, simple as that.
I was with Virgil Hunter in the corner. Hey, Robert.
He hurt. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Robert. I know. Hey, Robert. I know he just knocked you down 20 times, Robert. But you can get him, Robert. Hey, you can get him. See, you got him. Come on. This is the final round, Robert. You can get him, Robert.
He's not better than you, damn it. He's not better than you.
I'm sorry, Cali, dog. I'm sorry, Cali.
Do you need the brush? Out of here, girl. Hey, B, get your black ass over here.
Could you imagine the Virgil Hunter Adrian Broner fucking conversation going into like the championship round? AB, you just gotta let your hands go, AB. Calm down, son. Calm down.
Hey, speaking of that, though, now you're thinking about that. Kevin Cunningham was pissed at Adrian, bro. I thought he was going to sock him in the face, bro.
Me too, bro.
Kevin Cunningham, I never seen him so mad in my life, bro. He was angry at Adrian, bro. Motherfucker, let your hands go. I'm like, hey, bro, I don't know if Kevin Cunningham can't get him to do it in his next fight, no one can get Adrian Broner to let his hands go.
Hold on. Mike Stafford, I was at that fight. I ain't hear a corner, but I can imagine Mike Stafford look at him, see what I'm dealing with.
Hey, the one guy that I think underrated is Barry Hunter, bro. You remember when he smacked the fuck out of Lamont? I forget what fight it was. He smacked the fuck out of Lamont. Cuz I would have been like, oh, the fuck, you brought me off the street. I was homeless. You smack me again, I'm gonna beat your ass, cuz.
But Hunter's his father, though, man. He raised him.
I don't give a fuck. My dad smacked me like that. I almost black out, cuz.
Angel slapped Danny Garcia.
Let me ask you guys something. Who thinks that Sean Porter would fight Kenny Porter, man, if he hit him? I think Sean Porter would, he still live with his daddy, so goddamn way he got this shit.
Kenny be fucking his bitches too, so shit, he got some built up frustration.
Kenny been put Sean in the pound box.
Hey, Kenny probably whooped that nigga with the belt still, bro. I'm just gonna say,
he probably wiped Sean Porter's ass too. Son, was your ass wiped when you done shit?
Hey, look. Hey, Sean got to put a don't come in, don't disturb sign when he gets some pussy. Just so his daddy won't walk in that motherfucker.
Yo, shout out to the chat, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, y'all.
Hell no, I can't get smacked like that.
Hey, y'all heard about the Javier Fortuna versus Adrian Granados fight on the Earl Spence?
Yeah, that's a good fight, man.
Javier Fortuna.
That's a good fight.
Adrian
Granados, because Adrian Granados is a monster at 140. He's in the division he belongs at.
I'm trying to think which one is Javier Fortuna. Hold on.
The one that just fought Robert Jr. that people thought whooped that ass. The one that Jason Sosa knocked out.
Oh yeah. I know him. He like Dominican or something, right?
Yeah. Hey, did he move up to 140, right? He was at 140, right? This fight's at 140?
It's at the catch weight. It's at the catch weight, I heard. Don't nobody know, but I heard it's at the catch weight.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of Adrian Granados, man.
No, Adrian Granados to settle. Adrian Granados needs to settle at one fucking division, man.
Thank you, Lil Bracy. I appreciate the new sub, man. Thank you, man. Thanks for the love.
Lil Bracy out there from California, we're out there where Cali Enigma at. He's from Long Beach, though. I don't know how that's far from Oakland.
Oh, he from Oakland?
He from Long Beach.
He from Long Beach? Oh, he's from Long Beach. Oh, okay, he's from Southern California. I got family over there too. Northside Long Beach near Paramount. Actually, you probably know what that is. Paramount of 91.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight on the Earl Spence undercard though. Granados and
yeah, that's gonna be a good fight, man. I think Granados knocks him out.
Yeah, Fortuna. I don't know, man. Fortuna missed weight versus Robert Jr. last time.
He did that shit on purpose, dog.
Yeah,
he did that shit on purpose, dog. He did that shit on purpose, dog. I remember that fight. He did that shit on purpose, and a lot of the analysts was giving him a lot of heat over that shit. Because let's be honest, man, when you miss weight on purpose like that, man, you're at so much of an advantage, and you're giving the champ a disadvantage.
Scott Quigg.
But sometimes that shit backfired, like Scott Quigg, that shit backfired. You know, Valdez.
Nah, man, he took a lot of punishment. No, he broke Valdez's jaw, man. He broke Oscar Valdez's jaw.
Hey, it's hard to bring a tough Mexican down, though. God, them motherfuckers will fight to the death, though. Real
that was some bullshit, man. That was some fucking bullshit. He came in 3 pounds overweight, man. That's fucking bullshit. I don't care what anybody say. He came in 3 pounds overweight.
He pulled a Salido. Hey, what y'all think about the Sean and Danny Garcia thing, August 25th, Brooklyn Barclays Center? What y'all think about that?
I'll let y'all go first. I go last on that. I'm gonna say my comments. I'm gonna let y'all hear what y'all got to say.
I think everybody gonna probably end up in the same direction, man, in the same spot. I think unless I'm wrong, I think everybody gonna pick. Gonna pick Danny Garcia. That's what I got with it, man. I think that Sean Porter fights like a complete idiot. And he smothers his work. He doesn't get any power on his shots because he smothers his punches. His jab is sloppy. His footwork is sloppy. He fucking wrestles. Danny Garcia just got to be aware of the fucking headbutts. When Sean gets inside, he just needs to tie him up and try to wait for the referee to break it up, man. And then go get the stick back on the outside. Just wait for him to lower it, drop his head, and counter his ass. And the fight will be over.
Danny Garcia ducks nobody. Danny Garcia ducks nobody. And Danny Garcia ain't ducking nobody, man. I told Al Heyman I was done for a year. I ain't ducking Sean Porter. I told you guys I was going to sign the fight.
The 6'10" guy is back.
Danny. You see Danny knocked out. You see Danny knocked out a tiger. I saw Danny knock out a tiger. And then Danny can knock out anybody.
Hey, Angel Garcia go hard for his son, man. That's how I feel like, man. If we had more dads like that, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel like.
And Kenny Porter. Kenny Porter.
I feel like Danny Garcia.
He didn't go against Ruben Guerrero.
I feel like Danny Garcia and Angel Garcia and Kenny Porter and Sean Porter. I feel like some of those relationships that a boxer and a dad as a trainer have are some that can never be, duplicated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's different my personal opinion is I think it's different in a father and a son type of deal, because you got to understand, man, you're putting your life on the line for the sport, and then your dad's putting you in there for war. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And I've never, it probably has happened before, but I haven't personally seen a father and a son duo, break up ugly. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen one.
Roy Jones.
Hey, Corey, you want to put on Kenny Porter's Kango hat? You like Kenny Porter's Kango hat?
This dude, I remember when Adrian Broner did that shit to Kenny Porter about his. Remember when Adrian Broner did that shit about Kenny Porter's hairline? He had all that wax or some shit on his head. I'm like, his dude had like all all that extra shit on there. I'm like,
Hey,
oh,
the funniest shit is gonna be the post-fight interview, dog. Win, lose, or draw. That's gonna be the most funniest shit of life.
This fucking. I feel like, yo, be honest with you, dog. I feel like, yo, this shit gonna be hyped up so much, man. I mean, I feel like this shit gonna be doing well over 1 million viewers, dog.
When Danny and Sean ain't gonna say shit, it's gonna be Angel and Kenny. That's the thing, right? That's
what everybody come out there in a cowboy, just some cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, talking about some corny ass shit he be doing, and Danny ain't gonna say shit. And
Danny ain't gonna say shit.
But hey, Callie,
go ahead.
Callie, I gotta disagree. I ain't saying that Danny ain't gonna win, but I'm rolling with Sean Porter. That motherfucker. Every reason why you said he gonna lose is why he gonna win. Just go back to the Mauricio Herrera fight. That motherfucker made Danny real uncomfortable. Should have got that decision.
Hey, you can say that. You can say the same thing about Adrian Granados and fucking Sean Porter. Sean Porter ain't look good in that fight neither. And that was for a 140 pounder. So let's be honest now. You say one thing, you got to say the other.
True.
But the thing about it too,
that was a 135 moving up to 140, and he fought at 140. He fought Sean at 147. Come on, dog. That's a low ass nigga. He put them hands on Sean Porter. He put them hands on him.
Not just that though. Mauricio Herrera got a better jab than Sean Porter too, though, man. Sean Porter's jab is dog shit, man.
It is, but I just think that Danny ain't no real good mover either. You know what I'm saying? And the way fucking Porter be he running football drills and the shit between the fucking ropes and shit. I don't know where the fuck he gonna end up at.
Oh my god!
If he can avoid that
timing, though, brother. The timing, though. Danny timing is impeccable, brother.
Yep.
True.
Can you time a fullback?
And that's why I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. Because you got two guys that, you know what I mean, they're fighting for a belt, man. That's for one. So I think we're gonna have it's gonna be another level from both fighters, gonna be up another notch. You know what I mean? And you know the belts, like I said, the belts on the line. I mean, shit, from what I'm hearing, and I made a video about this for all intents and purposes. I mean, the winner gets a Earl Spence prize. Let's go, y'all. Let's win.
I'm rooting for Danny Garcia too, because it'll be a Earl Spence Danny Garcia fight looks better than that wrestling shit that Sean Porter's gonna fucking bring to the fight.
Hold on. I would love to see how if Sean Porter took that aggressive nature versus Earl Spence.
Me too, bro.
That'd be one. That'd be.
I know, but yo, will he get stopped? Because let's be honest now, y'all. Keith Thurman hurt fucking Sean Porter. So let's be honest. Does Earl Spence hurt Sean Porter, or does he finish Sean Porter? Because let's be honest, man. My personal opinion is the young, hungry, not world champion yet, Keith Thurman would have stopped that motherfucker Sean Porter. In my opinion, I feel like he let off the gas once he got them belts, man. I'm being honest, man. I'm being honest, dog.
But
I also think that Sean Porter hurt him with that body shot, had that motherfucker about to run, and then he realized, I can't do that shit. I gotta fight. But Sean Porter showing a good ass chin, though. He's showing a good ass chin. We
can say the same thing about the Danny Garcia, in my opinion. The Danny Garcia Thurman fight. Well, I thought that Thurman, if he'd have stepped on the gas, I think he would have had a chance to stop Danny Garcia. Because he had Danny Garcia.
Don't know.
I remember Danny Garcia.
Hey, Colossal, tell him again, dog. I can't hear you.
Don't nobody stop Danny Garcia.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Hey, Callie, learn your boxing first, dog. Real talk, man.
No,
you disrespected, dog. You disrespected, dog.
Hey, Callie, you forgot. You remember Danny Garcia broke Keith Thurman's arm.
Let's go. Hey, Keith Thurman ain't never been in the ring yet. Keith Thurman ain't never been in the ring yet.
You forget about that left hook. Keith Thurman caught Danny Garcia with a left hook, and that motherfucker, the only thing that prevented him from going down was the fact that his toes, that motherfucker stood on his tippy toes, that prevented him from, that motherfucker got some strong ass toes.
His toes get an extra balance.
Because I'm telling you, bro, I don't give a fuck with them shots are hurting, man. Them Keith Thurman shots are hurting Danny Garcia, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say. But Danny, but you Keith Thurman. Yeah,
hold on. Let's be honest though, y'all.
I'm about to go through the chat. I ain't been through a chat in a minute. Let me roll through the chat real quick.
Go ahead, yo.
Orlando Williams, that's my man's in real life. Like the nigga live up the street from me. Garcia struggled with Lamont. Porter going to work that body possibly. He gonna have to work the body because Danny got a solid chin, man.
Iron chin.
Roman Jesus Shout out, he going to Jose saying Mikey sparred with Madonna and it had it controlled. I mean, Mikey Garcia and Robert Garcia, they was integral parts in making Madonna more technically sound fighter. They helped sharpen that man. That man wasn't fighting like that before he came over to Robert Garcia. Now, it'd have been a sight to see if Keith Thurman and fought Madonna and he got with Robert Garcia. That'd have been a good fight, but oh man, Houston not winning tonight. Houston ain't winning tonight.
That's punked out though, man. He should have fought Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman would have beat his ass.
Hey, yo, Boxing Clinic, you see how you don't even want to talk about it?
Yeah. I already told people, man, Golden State gonna win, bro. They playing with them niggas. But
the fucking Warriors getting slept tonight.
The Warriors playing tonight. You ain't even got Chris Paul even playing tonight, brother.
We don't need him right now. We
hold on.
I'm definitely
the way James Harden, we gonna make it a basketball last hour. The boxing shit over with. Now look here. The way James Harden played the other night, dog, I wouldn't open my mouth.
Know, man. H-Town.
Kevin Love out tomorrow too.
That's another thing too, man. But that's another thing too. If Cleveland make it though, what are they gonna win with that team? I mean, let's be honest. Hey, even if they class, I feel you. I want to see them make it too. But when they make it, do they make it? Like when they make it to the finals? No, I said, yeah, I want to see Cleveland make it too. I thought you just said you want to see Cleveland make it.
I said fuck Cleveland. I don't like Cleveland.
I could have sworn you said you want to see Cleveland make it, but
I want to see them lose.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, but no,
Cleveland in trouble, man. Kevin Love's not playing in Game 7, so they're in trouble.
Oh,
but what has he been doing? Kevin Love ain't been doing shit though.
He had good numbers. He been having solid numbers. I don't know about the last couple games, but he was doing good for a minute. The East so terrible. If they had Kyrie and Gordon Hayward, this
let's go. Hey, look, Jose said that's what the fuck I'm talking about, Corey Lee. Let's go Rockets. I've been telling this nigga fucking Cali Enigma, it's H-Town, nigga. Let's go. Let's go, baby. You got Harden system. This nigga taking over, dog.
Chris Paul not playing tonight, brother. You want to shut your mouth, bro.
We're talking them Houston fans. They go hard, dog. Them Houston fans go hard as a bitch, dog. It's H-Town, baby. Let's go.
Chris Paul not playing tonight. Just want to let you know that.
You know y'all got the fucking All-Star team, right? You know that, right? You know y'all niggas down with the All-Star team, right? You know y'all
last game.
3-2, right? You know what I'm saying?
Corley, don't let him play that equal dollar card.
He always do that shit. He always do that.
Equal dollar matters a lot.
Hey, shout out Boxing Clinic, man. Shout out Boxing Clinic. He be knowing
Cali, bro. Look here, man. And we got somebody in the building. Hold on, be quiet. We got somebody in the building.
It's somebody in the building.
What's good, dog? What's up, dog?
What's going on, Boxing Clinic, man? What's up, Corey Lee? What's going on, Colossal
man? I've been telling these niggas SW about that H-Town, nigga. Look at Cali. Nigga. It's H-Town, nigga.
Let's see what Corey Lee's saying tonight after they lose.
Nigga.
You ain't got no motherfucking Chris Paul.
I don't give a fuck. We're gonna let them threes.
We ain't got no Iguodala. Y'all ain't got no Chris Paul.
We're gonna let them threes fly tonight.
And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Hey,
I'm not saying
CJ.
We're gonna win, dog.
It does matter because you don't have to play Kevin Looney. And when you switch, you got Andre Iguodala on him.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You said all that dumb shit.
Let me say, Chris Paul and James Harden haven't been able to do shit against Andre Iguodala. That's a fact, nigga.
You said that shit last time.
Iguodala shut down Chris Paul and James Harden.
Hey, Boxing Clinic, can you see this?
6. Is that 5 or 6? I can't see that shit. You on small screen.
Who got 3 wins? Who got 2 wins? You know, that's all I gotta say. Cause he said the same shit last time. That's all
It'll be tied up after tonight.
You said that last time.
All right. let's get some predictions going here. Let's go down the line. Let's shout out to the homie Sandy Warden by the line, man.
Shout out
Hey, what
everybody
up,
in the
dog?
chat, man. Shout out
What's going on,
everybody in the
Sandy?
chat.
What you thinking about this Houston Golden State Warriors game tonight, Sandy? Let me know what you
Shout
think
out
about.
Jose in the building, dog.
Let me know about Sandy. Let me know about the Celtics too. The Celtics and Cavs game 7. Who you got for these next two
This
games?
nigga Sandy Walden of Washington Wizards fade. Get the fuck out of here, yo. This
Yeah, you
nigga.
ain't never heard me say that. You better take that shit down 6th Street somewhere. No, real talk, man. I got going 7 games. LeBron is not going to have the finals without LeBron. It doesn't make sense. Them young guys off. Respect to them. They've been busting their ass. They're a great Boston team. They just need some leaders. But and Al Horford's been doing a good job as a leader. But let me get to the Rockets and
what we got SW? Don't please.
I have like I told Ticket. And I told him I'm gonna stay with what I said. I got Golden State in 7.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say some shit like that, man.
The reason why I'm telling you,
come on, Cali Enigma ass shit.
This is why I'm saying this, man. Number one, you have no Chris Paul tonight, man, which is gonna be easy picking. He's been the fire. When James Harden gets to that kind of, you know what, I'm not interested. Let me play a half-ass type game. Chris Paul is the person that gets in his ass and reminds him how great he is to continue to play his style of basketball. And you don't have that tonight. He might be on the sideline screaming and hollering.
We don't need it, dog. We're going to be raining them threes. You know, we got the best three-point team in the fucking league, dog. I'm being honest, we can play with this win right here. We can let them rain tonight. We can let them rain tonight.
With everybody that has come in and out of the Rockets, a few people still remain, like Trevor Ariza, like James Harden, like these other extras that they've gotten, like a PJ Tucker that's now there. And the thing is this, brother, you're dealing with a monster when you're dealing with Golden State. Nobody on Golden State is injured, okay? Nobody. So you're going to get what you're going to get. And if Chris Paul ain't there on Game 7, you can pack your bags, man.
Iguodala ain't there. That's why they've been devastated these last 2 games.
Shout out Jose in the chat. He said nobody gave us a shot before the series started, even with CP3.
Right? Did y'all win 65 games? Who has the best record in the NBA this year?
Let me tell you something, dog.
Who has the best record in the NBA this year?
Hey, I'm gonna let them go.
Who has the best record this year? Ask that question, Corey.
I'm gonna let y'all think.
NBA this year.
Boxing Clinic. Hey, Boxing Clinic. Let me know when it's my turn. All right, just go ahead, y'all.
I'm asking you a question.
Hey, Cali, bro. Chill out, bro. Chill out. It don't matter. Golden State gonna win in 7. It's the way the system is set up,
Boxing
dog.
Clinic, what the fuck, yo?
I'm sorry, bro. I don't believe in James Harden. That shit that he pulled the other night, dog.
Yo, you just be nigga. I mean, bandwagon niggas, man.
It's not bandwagon, bro. It's facts, dog.
Hell,
and then Chris Paul, and then CPN injury. He get hurt every year. He do this shit every year. The difference was it was him and Blake Griffin tag team with injuries.
Right.
He had the greatest.
Logic. That's pure logic. They're not going to have the finals without Cleveland and Golden State. I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense.
He right. The other way. And they broke the sequence too. You see how it went back and forth.
Right.
And now that Houston got 2 in a row. What you think they're about to have Golden State do? Golden State about to win 2 in a row.
Exactly.
Just let me know when it's my turn. That's all.
Colossal, what you think about the game? This game tonight and the Boston game on Sunday.
Let's go, nigga. H-Town, nigga. Let's go.
Golden State gonna win, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, cause Golden State got too much firepower. The guy y'all least expect to show up, Klay Thompson, is gonna be a factor in Game 7. I'm jumping past this game, and then Boston gonna take Game 7, man. I don't care what LeBron doing. He been playing lights out, but they can't beat Boston, in the playoffs at home. I mean, on the road. So Golden State gonna win. We're gonna get Golden State versus Boston, and Golden State probably gonna win.
But hold on. Go ahead.
Like 5 games. So Golden State gonna go what? This is gonna be second time in a row.
Boxing. Why Golden State versus Boston? I'm just curious.
Because LeBron James them can't beat. I mean, Kevin Love been ruled out of Game 7. LeBron, as great as he is, Who gonna step up?
But Kevin Love got injured in the first round with that concussion.
Yeah, he didn't care. Like he doesn't been doing
without
nothing.
him there, the young boys just flourish, and they
Yeah, he
still
been doing nothing. Yeah,
that wasn't
Kevin Love
eliminated
ain't been.
the last
Kevin
game.
Love frail as
But in
shit,
these
man.
but
Ain't
in
doing nothing.
these games right here, that's when you need your veterans, the people that's been in these experienced games, these game sevens, these finals type, atmosphere. That's what you need. You need their presence. Kevin Love, whatever you want to think of, he can ball. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he on. Who you gonna depend on? J.R. Smith? Who gonna what? He hot or cold? You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna get shit from JR, right? I agree with everything that you're saying, man.
Jordan
Clarkson,
Clarkson,
I just look at it like this. I look at it like this though with Kevin, and Kevin, yes, this has been one of his best years as far as the books, the numbers are concerned. It's one of his best years. But in the same sense, you can't have no NBA finals without LeBron. Boston ain't gonna sell you no tickets, dog. They're not gonna sell you any tickets. And it's
ratings too. You right, ratings and tickets.
Yeah, and when you're talking, it's gonna be Boston versus Cleveland and the refs.
Hold on, Jarrell. But we missing one thing too. Boston is one of the first franchises and the most historic franchises in NBA. They gonna sell regardless too, but it's not like LeBron though. So go ahead, Colosso.
But my thing is, if we gotta have the help from the refs and all that shit to get the finals, that is gonna end up being a dud in terms of competitiveness. We shouldn't even be talking about the shit, because who really think LeBron gonna beat the Warriors if they face off for the fourth straight year? Not nobody in this final.
Has more of a chance.
The Celtics about to be the next dominant franchise, man. So
I got the Sixers, dog. So it's something about the 76ers to me that show like they need one piece. They're one piece away from being on LeBron James and Cleveland's ass, man, in Boston. Shit.
I just think everybody got an end game, even LeBron James, man. And I just think that even with the refs' help, I just think that Boston gonna do something. They're gonna have enough in them. You know what I'm saying? They might get up to a big lead or some shit. And I don't think LeBron gonna be able to, fucking.
What y'all think? Let's switch gears real quick, and then we let Corey Lee talk about his predictions real quick. Where do LeBron? If LeBron loses, which we all know he's probably gonna lose unless Golden State and unless Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, or James Harden, Chris Paul all trip and fall off a cliff, he gonna lose. So what's the best fit for LeBron next year as far as what y'all believe he should go?
He should stay in Cleveland, man. Don't he get tired of jumping? Don't y'all? I get tired of talking about where he gonna go. Nigga need to stay where he at. He got his ring.
He's a gypsy, dog. He's a gypsy.
Best fit would probably be Philly or fucking hell. I don't know, honestly, man. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna
tell you. Hold on, before somebody go, I'm gonna tell you why not Philly, bro. If he goes to Philly, they gotta trade Ben Simmons, dog. Him and Ben Simmons ain't gonna be able to play together, bro.
Agreed.
Ben Simmons ain't got no type of jumper. That ain't gonna work with him.
And they said the Knicks was another team.
Nobody want to go play for James Dolan. He a fucking retarded ass fucking owner, just like the Pistons owner, Tom Ward. They both fucking birds of feather, dumbass niggas that flock together.
I think he should stay with Cleveland, man.
I'm gonna tell you where he should go. He should go to Sandy Walton's favorite team, fuck Washington Wizards, or he should go and make the LeBronto Raptors, dog. I'm serious about them
too. That'd be interesting to see him go to Toronto.
Hey, Washington is not my team. I am a San Antonio and Boston Celtics fan. I'm a Celtics fan.
San Antonio. Yeah.
What is it with you guys, DC area guys? You guys don't like the Washington.
I don't like them personally because number one, I'm not going to jump on you guys when you get good. I always thought they was shit. I never had faith in them. I was around when you could just walk into a Wizard game. You didn't have to pay for a ticket. It was wide open for the public. When they were shit, I'm talking about horse shit. I have no interest. It's nothing about the Wizards that fascinate me, and I'm not paying for a ticket. Those guys.
I want to ask Corey Lee too. Ask Corey Lee the same question. Y'all both from the Potomac area. So what is it? Because I've run into like 8 different people on YouTube. None of y'all like the Wizards. I don't understand.
Corey Lee know what I'm talking about. When you could just walk up in that bitch, you ain't had to pay for. You could walk right in the Verizon Center. He know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Do y'all like the Caps? Because the Caps just historically just keep breaking y'all motherfucking hearts, though, man.
They're gonna get it done this year, though. They're gonna get it done this year.
Is that a hockey team?
Yeah, they're gonna get it done. Alexander.
Yeah, I don't watch hockey or baseball or golf. But Corey,
a lot of people.
No, I can't do it.
He probably talked to his baby. Mom. Look at Corey Lee. Hey, look here, man. I can't pay that much in child support. Come on, man. Lower it down just a little bit. You know what, baby? I'm gonna lick the booty. Yeah. $10, man. Booty about 100 minus 100. Oh, lick the
Don't
clit.
do him like that, man. Don't do him like that. You know that's
I
wrong.
can't miss boxing tonight.
No,
Okay, let me ask you a question then. Do you guys like the Maryland Terrapins?
I don't care for him, man.
When they play the Duke,
I got a Maryland Terrapins hat. I got this. I got this sweet.
And we love.
I got this sweet. This sweet hat. It's like the Baltimore Orioles on one side, and then it's the Maryland Terrapins on the
Sweet.
inside.
That sounds sweet.
Hold on, I got it. Hold on.
Hey, we like having y'all.
I'm just trying to get this whole DC guys, man.
Yeah, but hold on.
We like having guys.
And we like having the Terrapins in the Big Ten because we know, for one thing, Michigan gonna get a win every year. We play the Maryland Terrapins in football.
Let me that question that other boxing clinic put up, man. That question about where LeBron should do next year. I think he should stay in Cleveland, man. I think he should. Things are only going to get better with what he has. Going younger in the middle of the season was great for him. He needs one more, like, slightly veteran piece, but maybe a little younger, in order to get the job done. I think it'll be available.
Hey, don't they got the number 8 pick too?
Yeah.
They can get the homie from Alabama, Colin Sexton. That motherfucker flames though. That'd be a perfect pick for them.
Right there. Cleveland's biggest fuck up to me was to trade.
Oh shit, y'all! Did y'all just hear? I don't mean to cut y'all off. Did y'all just hear about what Eddie Hearn reacts to Adrian Broner leaking the offer? He says not sure if he knows about the non-disclosure agreement. Oh shit!
That was a couple hours ago. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point, brother. Okay, as far as what I was saying with that is, they biggest thing with Cleveland was to ship over Wiggins for Love. Wiggins whoops their ass every time he in front of him. He dropped 40 or better on Cleveland every time he sees it. If they
wasn't that you talking about that? Wasn't that when you talking about that shit? Or was you on there with Tiki talking about that shit? Or weren't you talking about that shit about that Wiggins and Love trade?
No, I wasn't there. I wish I was.
Yeah, I know they was talking about that shit.
What was he saying?
I just know I can't remember who he was on with, and they were talking about how that was a terrible trade, and it was a terrible trade.
Yeah,
Kevin Love never fit. He never fit the Wiggins. At least Wiggins gonna play defense at the end of the day.
Yeah, and he's a good, sound, all around player. He's gonna give you everything.
And I think he would have developed better under LeBron. I think he would have developed better under LeBron anyway.
Yeah, I guess Viveka's team just said. That this thing is going to a purse bid. They're not accepting any offer that what Eddie Hearn puts out there.
So hold on, what about the Adrian Broner thing, real quick? What do that mean, Corey Lee? About the non-disclosure. How is it a non-disclosure if you don't? I mean, he ain't a fucking fighter. Oh, he done walked away. Hey, Corey, put his headphones back on. Hey, Corey, elaborate on that Adrian Broner non-disclosure shit.
Oh, okay. So, this is what happened, y'all. So from what I'm reading is Eddie Hearn says, I'm not sure AB knows about what an NDA is. My phone has gone crazy since he posted the offer. So, question mark. And then he later goes on to say, it showed what AB says, man. He says, I'm sorry, Eddie Hearn, you a good guy and all, but you tried to give me a worse deal than Rock Nation offered me. Then he put hashtag this shit is over, hashtag slave deal with all the middle fingers up. My personal opinion about this, Eddie Hearn, say what you may about him. The guy's, you know what I'm saying, he's a clever guy, you know what I'm saying? So if there was a non-disclosure agreement, man, it can get dicey. It can get dicey. I'm being honest. It can get dicey. You know what I mean? Because look, Eddie, a lot of people have shit on Eddie Hearn. If Eddie Hearn wants to be ugly, this situation can get real ugly because the non-disclosure agreements mean you're not supposed to say nothing. Okay? You're supposed to keep your mouth shut. That email was for Adrian Broner's use only. And when you open your mouth, shit like this can't happen. Okay? So, hey, man, shit can hit the fan, man, real quick, man.
Since the Deontay Wilder leaking the emails and stuff, he probably put a non-disclosure on that email. He probably did.
Hey, I'm being honest.
I think
man.
he did. I think he protected himself.
If Eddie Hearn wants to get ugly, man, you know what I'm saying?
Did you catch the interview? Did you catch the interview that Robert Garcia did about the Eddie Hearn offer? He never said one number about the offer, neither. He just said he was real bland about the offer. So he must have attached some non-disclosures to these offers because, to keep it, confidential and shit like that. So that's probably what it was.
You got to.
So with that NDN, that means that he could possibly file a lawsuit.
Definitely.
Exactly.
With ease. With ease.
So you sign his lawsuit.
That motherfucker can drop a lawsuit with a $2 motherfucking lawyer with ease. With ease. Adrian Broner, another dumb motherfucker. God damn, dude. I mean, goddamn, you're gonna why, yo? Just to get some fucking Instagram famous clout? I mean, is that what you're doing?
It doesn't matter if you agree to the NDN or not. You have to agree to it first, right? Or does it just like if I send you something?
Hey, listen,
the bottom line SW sends Corey Lee Boxing an NDN for a deal. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't,
my personal opinion is I think what happened was, this is my personal opinion. This is how I think a situation went.
Right.
Eddie Hearn sent that email to Eddie. Eddie Hearn sent those confidential emails to Adrian Broner's lawyers, and managers. Okay. Therefore, Adrian Broner got an email from his manager stating, look, this is the offer that Eddie Hearn has sent you.
Right.
Okay. So after that happened, he was like, hell no, let me post this on IG as well. Okay. Right. That's where he fucked up big time.
Exactly. He should have never. Whether it was an NDA or not, you shouldn't even put that shit out there like that.
That's confidential business, no matter which way you slice.
Because they're showing you first. They're showing what they think, how much they think you're worth. It's one thing to know that.
That's another thing too, Colossal. I don't mean to cut you off. That's another thing too. What other promoter's gonna offer him something now? Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing, dog.
And then you
look what he's doing.
And then you're revealing to the world how much these motherfuckers think you worth. You could have kept that shit between you and Eddie Hearn and your lawyers and your managers. Would nobody know that was the fucking deal? You could have took it and been excited about it or whatever the fuck it is, or you did it because you had to. But so quick that Adrian Broner always do some shit to get
Mike James says when flexing goes wrong.
Exactly.
And then Mike James says AB is a dumbass. And then Jose says AB gonna get sued. And then it says, Jose says nobody will give AB a deal with half the money Rock Nation offered him at the time. Rock Nation would have regretted that deal had AB took it. Then Rock Nation offered that deal to them. Rock Nation offered that deal to Adrian Broner right before the Marcos Madonna fight. Right before that Marcos Madonna fight. Because when they offered him that deal, he was still undefeated.
Remember before that
fight. Go ahead.
Hold on. Remember that before that fight was gonna be pay-per-view too. And they changed it at the last minute and made it regular Showtime.
This but the dude, AB was on the cusp of greatness. He was on the cusp of greatness.
And Madonna slapped his ass right back down to earth. At first, I was like, I couldn't watch that fight.
The losses out of all these fighters out here, Adrian Broner sells all that cooning and buffooning and buck dancing and weird homosexual activity that he be doing on social media. He sells, dog. I don't like the guy. I can't stand him, but he fucking sells.
But look, he said, but everybody got an expiration date, man. That's why it's important for you to secure your fucking future while you can, and while you making a fool, while you think you're making a fool out of everybody else, nigga. You the only one. You think Robert Easter Jr. gonna really be dishing out money like that when your ass still headlining at the club? This nigga gonna be 50 years old, gonna have to be promoting this shit at the club, making appearances because he a dumb.
But the thing about it, Robert Easter Jr. Robert Easter Jr. not even about being fighter though. That's what's fucked up about it. He don't have no about being fighter.
Boxing clinic. I thought he was about being fighter.
No, he came on and said, I just support Adrian Broner. I'm not about being fighter. He tried to sign Willie Monroe. But the thing about it is people don't understand how Al Heyman works. All right, they hard person might say one thing, like Gary Russell. Gary Russell made $1.4 million fighting JoJo Diaz. But that's not the tripped out thing about it. he got the entire live gate for that whole venue. So that venue sold out. So every ticket sale that basically came through, other than the insurance money and then keeping the lights on and the maintenance for the facility, the rest of the money kicked back to Gary Russell. So that's how you getting them guys that extra money. They're getting a percentage of a live gate, even though it's not pay-per-view.
And plus, they getting paid on the back end with those the promotions and things like that and advertising.
And probably
but then you got
let's cut y'all, CJ. But still, though, this nigga Adrian had an opportunity that not many fighters had. This nigga was placed next to Al Heyman, placed next to Floyd Mayweather. And what knowledge did he soak up of any? This nigga, you never reveal your next fucking move or any move you do until that shit is done. That's how Floyd has damn near made $1 billion. That nigga was grateful. He paid attention to a situation, and most importantly, this nigga took his craft serious. This nigga Adrian Broner is a fucking clown. He don't take shit serious. Bro. So that's why he in this situation. Al Heyman, Steven Espinoza are only gonna dish out so much. Once that nigga stops selling out, all it takes is one knockout, and this nigga is a wrap, bro. Because the knockout is coming.
Then he got like 8 kids too. Like if you ain't gonna be serious about your kids,
that's what I'm saying. And then that About Billions promotion shit. Do y'all really believe that shit is legit? What fighter?
No, he got one fighter.
Got? Who?
He might got. I
don't know. It might be, but I don't know what fighters are underneath of that banner. Colossal Boxing. That's
no major fighters. He tried to sign Willie Monroe.
And for the guys out there that's saying Robert Easter Jr. is with About Billion Promotions, he is officially not signed to About Billions promotion. Okay, Robert Easter Jr. has his own promotional deal.
Well, who does he have? Who does he have at About Billions promotion? Who signed?
Adrian
hold on. I'm gonna tell you.
Just signed The Problem.
Hold on, not just that. He got guys that y'all never heard of.
That's all he has. That's all he has.
Remember the Robert Easter Jr. card when he fought? Who the fuck he fought on Bounce? I couldn't watch that shit. Was it Shavakov?
I want to say Ashley Theophane.
Oh no, Rasheed Warren might be with About Billions. Rasheed Warren might be.
He might be.
I think he might be. I think that's a high possibility he's with About Billions.
No, but he got a lot of the young Ohio fighters like Slick Dex. He's a real young fighter. He got the dude that was on the undercard. He got a lot of Ohio local fighters. He's a local promoter in Ohio.
So he does have fighters, legitimate fighters.
Yeah, he has legitimate fighters. Okay. Slick Dex is probably gonna be better than Adrian Broner, bro. That dude is the real deal.
Man, Adrian just disappointed so many.
Company, but it's a promotional company.
Hey, Colossal, what are you talking about?
I thought Adrian was gonna be way better than he was, man. He just lost discipline. Just like when we talk about Danny, these fighters get that money and get content. They look at Floyd. That's what I tell everybody. Not to make it about Floyd, but it's two parts to Floyd Mayweather. It was pretty boy Floyd. He kept that work ethic all the way through. He knew one slip up, one fucking bad training camp, and the motherfucker was gonna be on his ass, and he would never reach.
Look, Colossal, you gotta respect Floyd Mayweather Jr. about that, man. Let's be honest, y'all. For all the guys out there that hate the shit out of Floyd Mayweather Jr. as a person, I understand you. I understand everything you're talking about. But when you're talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr. as an athlete, as a superior boxer, there's with no equivocations, he gets all due respect from definitely Corey Lee's boxing.
Exactly. But not only
to each channel and to each individual its own. But my personal opinion, he gets my respect.
It's a hard sport to train for.
Go ahead, Sandy.
When you looking at these guys, you're looking at a guy like Badu Jack, man, which he done took the short end of the stick too many fucking times. This guy lives a boxer's lifestyle. Like Corey Lee said, and my other brother just said, it's easy to fall in a trap where you sitting down and drinking and having a good time and smoking all the good grass around here, but to stay content, to stay down and dirty, to stay away from pussy sometimes because you got a fight coming up. That's hard as fuck to do. You have to stay mentally grounded and disciplined. And even for guys like Errol Spence Jr., to come in there with that steam, to be flexible, knocking guys on their ass, keeping pressure on them, keeping good endurance, and not I can't get up 3-4 days a week and say fuck it. You understand what I'm saying? And go out here and do this. Some days I'm like, man, I'm sitting my ass down. I'm gonna eat me a fucking ham sandwich. But these guys can't do that. They can't do it. Right.
Hey, and not to talk about that, but people forget Floyd was way wilder than what Adrian Broner doing. He just didn't have social media punching niggas on the strip in their mouth and shooting up skating rings and shit allegedly and beating up baby mamas and smacking hoes. Like, this nigga had a rap sheet long as fuck. The shit that Adrian Broner doing right now, the shit that Vegas covered up with Floyd Mayweather,
but
Mayweather was doing the same thing.
At this time, but at this time though, he was fully secured though. Adrian ain't nowhere near.
No, I'm talking about 96 when he was training with
Floyd Mayweather. Hey, I don't mean to cut you off, but Floyd Mayweather wasn't fully secured. I mean, he might have said that about Floyd Mayweather about being fully secured. But let's all be honest, and everybody on the panel can probably agree. Floyd Mayweather had one of the worst gambling problems you could ever have. And I'm being completely honest with you. This dude Floyd Mayweather posts all of his winnings. What about his fucking losings? That's all I gotta say, dog. You do the math.
But it's not just it wasn't just
like the 2000s, not the 96. I'm talking about like a few.
No, but not even you go to the 2000s too. You know, he was still doing a lot of dumb shit. He got a lot of lawsuits they covered up. There's a lot of stuff people don't know about Floyd. Like he punching guys on the strip in their mouth and they suing them. He paying them to go away. The shit that Las Vegas done covered up for him and shit like that. Vegas done covered a lot for Floyd Mayweather. What Adrian Broner is doing now is only glorified because it's social media, and that's what Floyd is. That's what Tank is. Yeah, but Floyd was too beating up his baby mama. CJ Watson.
Go ahead.
But not even that. Punching niggas on the strip like Adrian Broner. You know, shooting up skating rings, jumping people. When he was with Frankie Randall in Las Vegas before he turned pro, he been going crazy, dog. He in Vegas, he's a menace, you know. But the city of Vegas just covered up a lot of his downfalls, dog. Some of them stories that you hear about from Vegas natives about Floyd Mayweather, you know, they almost killed him before out there, dog. They was legitimately gonna kill that man. You know how wild he was.
About that. And one of them stories had to do with Jay Prince, where he had to run his ass up there to Bob Arum and get that check early because them boys wasn't playing with him.
Yeah, they used to have Leonard Ellerbe tie. They used to tie Floyd Mayweather because he was before Al Heyman. James Prince was Floyd Mayweather's manager, and they used to tie Floyd Mayweather to the chair and beat the fuck out the whole team. Leonard Ellerbe and beat all them up until they got their money and shit. And Bob Arum had to wire the money. They weren't playing with them niggas, dog.
Yeah, he came in that bitch before a fight, and the way that Bob Arum, look, boxing is corrupt. So whatever the case was, that situation, Bob Arum can look into Floyd's eyes and tell that it was a fucking problem about this money. And if you know Jay Prince is a guy that don't play. At the end of the day, he a good dude. You do him right, he gonna do you right. He ain't on no fuck shit. This is why he's still in the game and people respect him. But boxing is shady. It's corrupt everywhere you look at. Even to add to another point, you're looking at Eddie Hearns, you wondering why he can't get into certain spots within the U.S. Motherfucker, it's already corrupt here. If you come over here disrespecting, once you put your foot over the pond, you ain't getting shit. And we don't care how much money you got, motherfucker. Those guys got to answer to a higher power. Real talk.
And you ain't Jay-Z got the same rejection. Jay-Z got the same rejection.
That's true.
Absorbed Gary. He absorbed Gary Shaw Promotions and took his fighters and still couldn't do shit. He got rejected. Why do you think all these promoters want to be a part of PBC? You think they getting their full worth they can get if they could just be Lou DiBella Entertainment and they could be Mayweather Promotions and Ringstar? No, they got no choice but to get in and fit in or not get in at all. So they're gonna be a part of that PBC rotational promotion because they can't get in nowhere else. You know, Lou DiBella used to run HBO. He can't go over there no more.
Yeah, and like I said, I keep saying this shit. Look, Bob Arum is just a white Don King. Okay, he's been fucking niggas since the Dark Ages, since the Stone Ages, robbing motherfuckers. Okay, so for the shit to go on the way it is today, that's why I say I feel bad for Terrence Crawford. He needs to get up out of there immediately. Because
go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You add that point because it's probably going to add some emphasis to what I said. Go ahead.
It was what me and CJ was talking about before we went live. I was like, I hope that motherfucker close to his contract close to ending. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, he ain't gonna get the fights that he wants for his legacy or just the financial freedom
No, he
that
want
he need. You know what I'm saying?
He about to fight Jose Benavidez. If he beat Horn, which he should, he about to fight Jose Benavidez, then Adamas, and then that other Ukrainian cat. He ain't got no choice, man. He fought 14. I counted him on live one day when I went live. He fought 14 fights on the top rank since he been there.
Damn.
At least 14. And you ain't heard about shit about his contract extending. And then somebody, my dude that's a comment on here, he won the Drew League MVP. He hoop overseas. He schooled me and say, when you get championship fights under them contracts, it extends your contract even more. So it's different nurtures and nurtures in the contract. So if you get a championship fight, they might extend you 3 or 4 years in. And the reason
tell him about Boxing Clinic. Tell him about the extension with Jeff Horn because he got the Pacquiao fight. The extension with that.
Oh,
the same thing.
He got options on him. Yeah, he got options on him so they can control him. So even if he beat Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, it depends on what the contract say. You know what I'm saying? This might be his last fight on his option with Top Rank. So you know they gonna do him dirty on the fight. No matter if Horn knocked Crawford down 25 times, he still could lose the fight if his options is up.
Hey, the Boxing Clinic, and Santee W and Colossal. I appreciate the invite, man. I gotta go, man. Thank you for all the love, man. Shout out to everybody in the chats, man. Thank you. And until the next time, man. This is Corey Lee's Boxing, man. You can find me at Corey Lee's Boxing, man, on YouTube and on Instagram, man. Thanks for all the love, man. And I just want to give you the same. I just give you the same respect that I want in return for everybody in the chats, man. So, hey, thanks for that, man. And shout out, man. Peace, man.
Much love, bro.
Peace, bro.
But yeah, it's about them options, dog. Them options. That's why he get guys like he can get guys like oh shit. Yeah, I didn't know I was live. I thought I was on mute, but he can get options on them smaller fighters. That's why Bob Arum only fuck with them small fighters. You know what I'm saying?
And that's also to add to what you're saying. That's also the reason why Errol Spence, which he wasn't going to sign anyway, but that's one of the reasons why Spence wanted nothing to do with that fight with Cotto that they gave to Saddam Ali, because the part of the stipulations was, I give you this fight, but now you're a Golden Boy fighter for 3 fights. This is how some of these promoters keep hold of these titles, because no matter who fucking wins it at the end, now I own your ass for XYZ fights, plus whatever stipulations or loopholes are in the contract in order to burn you.
Exactly.
Same with Jaime Munguia.
Yep, they got him for a fight.
Damn. Look, it's like
at least it's just one fight though. Shit. At least it's just one fight though. At least it's just one fight. So I mean, that's why I respect Mikey though. That's why I respect Mikey, because this motherfucker saying, you know what, I'm making this 3, whatever the fuck he making. You know what I'm saying? He don't need a deal. That's why I would be, if I ain't with Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be my own fucking man. I ain't gonna fucking sign no promotional deal. Because if it's fighters out there I know I want to fight, and I know how the politics is, especially for young cats that's growing up, Tank Davis can fucking learn something from this shit. You know what I'm saying? If you seen how the Cold War affected so many great fights that we didn't get, or we got them way, way too late, then I'm going to just say, I want to fight Gary Russ. I want to fight Oscar Valdez. So I'm going to just stay. I'm going to have, Al Heyman maybe be my advisor, but I'm not going to sign no exclusive contract with HBO, ESPN, Showtime. So when those fights present itself, I can just get my money, get a fair deal, and fight on each network while enhancing my, my money and my fucking legacy, and be done with the shit. So you ain't gotta be. Go ahead.
YouTube alone, man. I'm gonna say YouTube. Yes, social media, but YouTube alone has snatched the promotion thing out of a lot of these promoters' hands. You don't need him. Maybe you need a good manager, but not a fucking promoter. Look at Spence, like you just said. These other fighters out here that are getting theirs. They're shining on a high level. We do a lot for these fighters out here, reporting these stories. Shit, Boxing Clinic works his fucking ass off. And does a lot to put these stories and messages out here so the fans know what these fucking fighters are doing. We play a big part here on YouTube. And for that,
we deserve to get that. We deserve to get that damn Rayfield check. That fat fuck don't know shit and don't do shit.
And don't give a fuck about learning. He don't give a fuck about learning shit either.
I agree. And then furthermore, when you look at it here today, like even down the Black Fight Fan, on every video that he has up until Spence fight, he's promoting his fight, the day of his fight, where you can get the tickets at. This is how you do it, man. I mean, the LDBC, all right, this is how you do it. And we're coming through here and crushing heads, and other folks are getting involved, and we're making this what it's supposed to be. Yes, we're speaking about our favorite fighters. Yes, we're disputing and talking about shit we don't like in boxing. But overall here on YouTube, we're promoting the fuck out of boxing on a daily.
Yep.
Exactly, bro.
They're getting free promo right here, and Dan Rayfield and them ain't writing or doing shit.
Exactly.
Writing
bro.
these salty ass articles and them stupid ass chats they have every day that ain't about shit.
And then we shit, Wilder and Joshua need to break us all off some shit because we've been making so many damn videos, dedicating energy and time to their ass. They need to cut the fucking check to us because, I mean, without us, who gonna know about it? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna know about it?
Exactly.
So, I mean,
and then motherfucker, and then you got motherfuckers that come.
I'm satisfied because all right, Wilder he's given a substantial amount of interviews to 78. 78 part of the LDBC. I'm a part of the LDBC, so that helps us all. It trickles down, and that's the way I feel now. Everybody like Wilder don't show love. You understand what I'm saying? Spitz shows love. He went and gave the LDBC an interview as well with Black Fight Fan. That's how you do it. Terrence Bud Crawford's trainer. What's
Bowman. Brian McIntyre.
And Blu-ray. You know, both of these guys went and showed love. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it.
Hey, Ricky D.I. used to do that shit too on the Boxing Voice all the time. Come on every week and talk shit about Nonito Donaire and shit every week until he got the fight. He did so many fucking interviews on that bitch. They finally got made.
Yeah,
so that's not no coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
if you want the fights bad enough, these folks need to come to us, dog. They gotta come to us.
Like you saying, Bob Arum and them niggas is even Al Heyman, they all promoters, bro. They think about this old school billboards and radio ass. That ain't what we're promoting no more.
Exactly, because a lot of these folks are not worried about having cable. As long as you got the internet, you good. Now, do I have cable? Absolutely. But in the same thing, a lot of my friends and family members do not have cable. And they don't care about having cable.
Yeah, as long as you got Wi-Fi.
Niggas got
Wi-Fi shit.
Yeah. You're right. So you got them little commercials they be running and shit. I remember a lot of people forget when PBC first started, they had a reality show. And used to be the build up to the fight, but the shit was on NBC Sports or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody watching no fucking NBC Sports. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't even know what channel NBC Sports is off top. You know what I'm saying? So people don't even know that. So they gotta find a better way to promote, and that's through YouTube. And you know, if you ever pay attention with YouTube gaming, you know they have sponsors for YouTube gamers. And Facebook now, they had a whole sponsorship program for them. So that's something boxing should you look into and get some channels to really sponsor that, and you know, sponsor those channels and promote it through them. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's real shit though, because Dan Rayfield don't deserve the check that he get for real.
Fuck. Oh, with them mustard stains on his fucking collar and shit, and his glasses at the tip of his nose. This guy's a fucking idiot, man, and a disgrace.
Hey, Jarrell, did you see the picture of him and Michelle Rosado?
Ooh, I find ass hell. Yeah, I seen that picture, man. Fuck that.
That nigga look like he was about 700 pounds, bro. That nigga was humongous, nigga.
With his dingy ass jeans. He remind me of my. I ain't gonna say rest in peace to my teacher, man. My computer teacher in high school, but he remind me of that motherfucker. He just was way bigger. I was like, this nigga, Mr. Zerline is a fucking sports reporter now. But yeah, man, just. I don't know, man. I could say a whole bunch of shit, but like I said,
I'm gonna go back to my shit as far as with Dan Rafael, man. If you're not gonna call it accurate, which he did with Wilder, but after we gave it to him, you understand what I'm saying?
That nigga didn't call that. That nigga was hating on Wilder for years before he finally hopped on the train.
Yes. After we gave the shit to him, we gave you the game. Because he's too lazy to do his fucking research. It's, I like this fighter, so I'll go to this fighter's fights, but I won't go to Andre Ward's fights.
I seen that. I remember when I covered the Wilder Areola fight 2 years ago. I remember I was sitting behind, I was sitting a few rows behind fat ass Dan. Looked like he about to fucking break the damn shit. I was just thinking, like, you piece of shit. I used to like Dan before I really got into the backside of boxing. You know, I was just watching as a fan and shit. But once I started learning and studying and shit, I used to like that motherfucker. Every Friday be in his chats. And then I started paying attention to the nigga in his chats and then his articles. And then when he scored a fight, I'd be like, this motherfucker don't know shit. He don't know how to score a fucking fight to save his fat ass life.
But they comp them niggas too. Bob Arum owns all of them. So when they went over to Pacquiao went over to China for Brandon Rios, he paid for all their flights and hotels. So when they go to certain fights, he got the writers and the certain boxing writers that he pay for. He paid these guys to go out there.
And they better walk that chalk line, because if you don't, you ain't getting your flight back home. You paying for your own fucking food. And that's how it is. So because they got to walk that chalk line, they have to speak according to the lines that looks good as far as top rank.
Because that flight, that flight back home, you're gonna look and that flight gonna be canceled. Your ticket, your ticket that Top Rank Bob Arum gave you. I don't know how you gonna get back home.
and then all the food room service that Dan Rayfield in order, he gonna have to come out of that $2,000 worth of food. Your fat ass gotta pay.
Hey, Jarrell, I was watching. Somebody just mentioned it. Michelle Floyd, Phelps, her channel behind the boxing glove. Why your boy was on there today?
Oh, bro, don't even give me started on dude, cuz he like a fucking groupie, cuz.
I swear to God,
started, bro.
That nigga hot from fucking Boxing Network, the Boxing Network.
The Boxing
Last time I
Boys.
seen that, the fucking Fight Hype. Now he over there. That nigga used to talk shit about me, dog. I be like, man, you can't talk, bro. Holding Peter Quillen belt and shit.
He's still gonna have to see me, bro, when I see him, cuz. Just because, man, this nigga was different. He real disrespectful, but he was hating on us hard, bro.
Who's this guy?
Hell yeah.
Fernando Pimentel.
He used to be a cameraman for boxing. First, it was I can't remember who it was first. It was the fight hype and the Boxing Voice.
Yeah, some other shit he started, and now he went behind the gloves. He probably gonna be next with one of us. Like, this motherfucker trash. Cause
that nigga came to me. That nigga used to hate on us so hard. See, Sandy, me and Jarrell, I used to be on Jarrell's channel and shit.
Right.
And that nigga niggas just, that Mary Owens bitch that used to hate on us too. Remember her?
Oh,
little racist white chick, though. Man, we first started, bro. Like, nigga, it was nothing but like mad hate, bro. But we had took over pretty good, though. He did interviews with Peter Quillen, Austin Trout,
Wilder,
and all types of shit.
Nigga. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Right.
CJ already know. Me and Wilder from Alabama, so shit. I don't let that be known. I'm biased as fuck. I try not to be biased when it comes to Wilder, but
yeah, I can't help it. I tell you, I'm biased as a motherfucker. I don't hate you, but for certain fighters, but I will tell you that, man. I'll be honest. It's cool.
Outside of Alabama football, who we got in sports? So that's my nigga. I'm riding with Wilder till the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying?
I got the Montgomery Biscuits. Stop hating on the Montgomery Biscuits. I used to stay down there. I used to go to the Montgomery Biscuits games, nigga.
Them niggas
hating on the Montgomery Biscuits.
You already know how them niggas in Montgomery get. Them niggas crazy, bro.
Yeah, I watch a lot of you guys' video. I watch both of y'all videos a lot, man. And hard work always comes with jealousy, bro. It's always gonna come that way. You know, that's why
that's funny with him.
I might take 2-3 days off here and there. Like, I don't get paid for videos. I don't have all that shit. So when I go on and I make a video, it's because I want to. So I'm not like, I don't want to feel like I'm consumed to make videos and shit like that. And I look at the level of work that y'all put in. Like, y'all deserve every fucking thing that y'all get, man. As far as the good subscribers, man. As far as the love, man. And people constantly shouting y'all out because y'all work y'all asses off, man. And that,
Fernando, he was hating on Corey hard though, bro.
Right.
Like, niggas got mad at Corey. Corey did pop fast though. Niggas, he was mad at that nigga.
Right.
Like, nigga, because you gotta latch on to somebody else and you mad at the nigga because, you know, he didn't made away. And he done made away quicker than you made away. You know, you can't get mad. Try to network with niggas. Niggas always trying to pull other people down, though.
Right. But, you know, sucker shit going certain niggas' bloods, man. These niggas hated on their best friend. They hated on their own brother, man, because he made $2 more than he did at his job. So he's walking around like a sucker-ass nigga. A lot of niggas can't shake.
That's real shit.
And I ain't gonna say I agree with everything everybody do. Like, and I'm pretty sure everybody don't agree with me, but I support the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't like the either I ain't gonna support him. If I don't support him, I'm not gonna down talk him either. I'm not gonna down talk the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing negative that'll take away from his money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, like Brandon Taylor, who won True School. I don't really agree with him all the time, but I respect the hustle, though. You know what I'm saying?
I just unsubscribed.
I see where he coming from.
I just unsubscribed the motherfucker because he.
I know why.
You already know me, CJ. It ain't even about me being a. You know, I just said I'm a big Wilder fan, but come on.
I already know.
I was like, niggas hate on LeBron James for the stupidest shit. I can see you don't like him as a basketball player, but to say that man ain't no fucking, he ain't for the people, I gotta fucking, come on, man.
I already know. I didn't even look at that video, dog. It was gonna make me do. I didn't even look at that video, man. LeBron James is done. He's the most polarizing athlete, I believe, off the court since Muhammad Ali, in my opinion.
Exactly.
This guy built for black kids and out here different youth programs. A lot of people don't know LeBron James' resume outside of basketball. You know, I understand there's a fan base for LeBron James hate. There literally is. But for what he
I don't like.
Go ahead, brother.
I don't like the nigga. I don't like him as hooping, but like I respect him. Like he in my top 5. But you know how Jordan was. I ain't like Jordan either. But LeBron off the court is phenomenal. He made all his friends rich, sent his friends back to school, got the money. He's great. He's great off the court. He's actually a really, really good person, dog.
No doubt. And he looked out for the people that looked out for him when he was homeless and all that other shit coming up. LeBron James ain't had shit like that, man. His mother was constantly going through things as a single parent. But for those people that were with him and in these teams growing up, man, and his best friends, all of them are financially straight. The woman that he was with in high school that he came up with, he's still with. To be a model citizen like that, now I don't doubt that he didn't have his own taste of whatever, and that's his fucking business. But to be a person,
was 18. He was 18. He supposed to.
Yeah, and to walk that fucking chalk line like that, I can't say as a man that I could do it now. You understand what I'm saying? So to do it at 18, to be like that, you know, the way that he is, okay, you got to watch yourself. You're one of the few athletes that have been underneath of a fucking camera since the time you started hooping publicly where everybody known you, and to not be caught in no dumbass scandals.
Yeah, Kenny White.
You got to commit.
Look, this nigga got to look over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he stayed out the bullshit. I mean, he speak for the people. When some shit go wrong, he can't breathe. He support the causes. He backed Hillary Clinton, even though, you know, she wasn't the greatest candidate. It was just about not letting Trump get in there.
Exactly.
He's politically out there, and he that guy, dog. Like, off the court, it has been no more polarizing athlete since Muhammad Ali that I've seen that can do what LeBron James do off the court. And people wouldn't understand it, though. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nobody that came and ain't nobody ever came and said LeBron James ain't paid his just due. You know, we did this for LeBron. He never came back. He took care of the whole Ohio. Akron is super straight. Akron ain't got a one for nothing. The kids and nothing. They super straight.
Right. Consistent.
He ain't got to do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to do it don't matter how what, you know what I'm saying, he can do for the people that did shit for him. But he already know how I feel to grow up in a one parent household, mama, you know, doing drugs and daddy ain't there and this and that. So shit, you gotta salute the man. It's not knocking Wilder and nothing anyway either. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I hate comparing black men when it comes to anything, because I feel like if we compare, it might seem small to y'all, but I try not to keep comparing actors or rappers that's of the same, you know, ethnicity, because it's just like we tearing down one just to live up the other, even if the shit may be true. So I try to fucking stay out of those.
Like Chris Webber. Chris Webber don't come back in Detroit and give back shit.
Fuck that nigga, man. I see that nigga.
He don't come back. He don't give back. He don't give back shit. He tore up that whole little regime over a little lie. Yeah, Jalen Rose a real nigga. Jalen Rose a real nigga, dog. He got a whole school. He always giving back. Niggas that's from like niggas like Derrick Mason. He from Detroit. I ain't never seen him come back and give shit. Howard Isley, the old point guard for the Jazz. I never seen him come back. Jimmy Walker, that's the number 1 pick overall. Jalen Rose daddy. Ain't never seen him come back to Detroit. There's a lot of niggas that don't come back and give back, but Jerome Bettis come back and give back. Jalen Rose come back and give back. There are some that do come back and give back to their community. Jalen Rose a real one, though. You know, for real. Jalen Rose a real dude.
I tell you like
Jalen Rose a real dude.
I work a regular job, however much my salary is every year, and I give back to my community consistently every year. Not to come on social media necessarily to get praise or to get love or to say this and that, but I do it because I respect the youth coming up, and I understood growing up I didn't have a father, and a lot of folks did not look out for me. I did have a group of brothers from the barbershop that looked out for me, and I went up there and made my little bit of money. I might have made $35 a day sweeping hair. So those were some brothers that looked out. So I try to do my best now working around high schools and shit like that to talk to some of the young youth out here, man. And the thing is this, man, I don't want folks to ever lie to you, man. the young people will respect you coming out here rather to buy drinks for them, buying them pizzas and shit like that. They'll have more respect for you talking to you. They're not going to be looking all on their damn cell phone while you trying to give them a real message. And they remember who the fuck you are. You understand what I'm saying? So it comes down.
A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know how to come at the young people the right way neither.
Right. That's why I kind of respect. Go ahead, my bro. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, even down to Wilder with the pardon situation with Donald Trump. He did that shit behind the scenes. He wasn't full-fledged all over this place and that place to let people know that he was trying to fight for Jack Johnson. He did that on his personal time because that was in his heart. Just like he supported other black activist shit behind the scenes. Privately, in his own shit. And I respect shit like that to death, brother. Go ahead, my man.
Yeah, just like what we talking about, it might be a different situation. I don't know if you've seen it. J. Cole could have took the route with Lil Pump and had it like that, but he had a little conversation with him. It was cringy as fuck. But if you watch the interview, he trying to talk to the man, even though you can clearly tell the intellectual levels between the two is fucking night day. You know what I'm saying? Right. J. Cole took the chance to fucking understand, where he coming from, how he grew up, why you say, why you make the song or say fuck J. Cole or whatever. So it's just little small things like that. You ain't gotta always attack somebody.
So they came to some type of common ground.
Yeah, they talked on the phone. And J. Cole set up the interview. You know what I'm saying? They talked, for like an hour and shit.
Them niggas is ignorant, dog. Them niggas is still going out there making the same mistake other rappers made. You hear rappers like Plies, and you hear rappers like Gucci Mane, and all these other. The jewelry was the worst investment I ever made. It depreciate faster than a car. So why would you go out there and buy your whole crew a whole bunch of Rolexes? How about you set them niggas up, going to school and learn how to double and triple their money through investments or something? These niggas still going out here getting all this jewelry with advance money, knowing they're going to recoup the advance and put an interest on it. Everybody keep falling into the same fucking repetitive trap, especially in the music game. It's the same repetitive trap. You see New Edition, they make a fucking dime to their 8th fucking album. Michael Jackson was the first artist to argue to get dimes each record sale, to get a dime on each dollar he made for each record sale. When artists make records, they only get pennies on a dollar. So you might get 3 cents, per album dollar that it sells. So $10, you get, nothing. And then you time you get nothing. The record label getting all the money. So them rappers keep falling to the repetitive same motherfucking thing. The only positive thing that rap has done is to get away from the 360. A lot of these guys are independent now. They independent. They can upload your album on DatPiff, and once you get your album away for free, it don't really matter because once the label do the album, all the money they recouping from the album. So you don't see no money from the album sales. You get your money from touring. So if you upload your album to DatPiff and then get a buzz and you get 30,000 just to show up and perform for an hour, that's the same thing as show money, as music business money. So. Yeah, man, he's stupid for going out to buy all them rollies and shit. Them niggas rappers be broke, man. Exactly. And that's the same thing that's personified in these streets. That's the same as these little girls like niggas that look rich. Nigga, them niggas don't be rich because they drive a nice car, got some glasses and some jewelry. They be the brokest niggas in the building. Nigga with the work boots on.
Shit, yes.
And a lot of mentally too. The mentality is where you need to be rich at. You know what I'm saying? Because if you rich mentally, why? The money and all the other shit gonna come because you know how to fucking position yourself. You know how to make sure everything is in.
And you catch a lot of these.
I talk to young kids as much as I can.
Right, absolutely. You'll catch a lot of these independent artists that are making good revenue, exposing the industry rappers that are truly broke. Look, that car is
Young Dolph.
Yes.
Young Dolph.
Yeah,
he got money.
Yeah, they'll tell you another rapper's house is fucking rented. Everything else, everything that he showed you, his jewelry is rented.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Back in the day, Mobb Deep had rented some jewelry. God rest to the brother P. God rest the dead. But they had rented jewelry. And do y'all know the story?
No, I don't know the story. Go ahead.
Okay, well, they had rented jewelry and they had faked to the jewelry company like they had got robbed. And they didn't really get robbed. So it's bad situations like that to where as though, a lot of these folks, they don't have it. You running around here with $30,000, $100,000 worth of jewelry on, and you look like a fucking clown show. A lot of folks don't like. They got mixed emotions about Jay, but one thing about his last album, and I'm an old school dude, man. He spoke to people about investing and saving your money on that clown act or put that clown suit on. Everybody, look, when you see something, black folks got some money, they immediately got to put that fucking clown suit on. Not all black folks, but some. Okay, and that immediately, rather it makes you a target to thirsty niggas that ain't got nothing. Or it makes you look like you want a certain amount of attention. Okay? Why would you invite certain attention that you truly don't want? And my point is this. Well, saying that is this, okay? If you know it's a possibility of you being harmed or somebody else that you love being harmed, why would you walk around with $100,000, $250,000 worth of jewelry on? Okay? There's somebody that's going to try you if you go to the right spot. It don't even got to be the right spot. It could be wherever, goddamn it. You could be coming out of Popeyes. But because you walk around...
And what does it mean, though? What does it mean, though? To look rich? Why are you trying to look rich in the person?
Right. Because you're trying to portray an image, man. You're trying to get somebody's attention, whether it's a female, somebody that used to in school. I don't know. I don't think us are I don't think none of us are doing that.
Yeah, we've been there before being younger, thinking that's the way to look. But you trying to impress broke motherfuckers, though. You know, I never understood that. Why are you trying to impress broke individuals, though?
And the key line is a broke man, like my man Young Jeezy said, a broke nigga believe anything you fucking tell him. So you don't even have to go to those heights, man. A lot of these people, I put like this. I used to pull up in the hood or whatever, and I'm in the hood right now as we speak, but. I go through the hood, man, and there'd be rat-ass niggas that you know that are known informants that snitched on niggas and did all types of foul shit, right? Them niggas could pull up to some of the most dustiest, filthiest crab niggas in the world, have a 12-pack of Heineken, a pack of cigarettes, and a little bit of grass. And all them niggas will forget about every goddamn thing. Now all of a sudden ain't no tough talk. Now he ain't all these snitches. No, he a good nigga. He a real dude. Oh, and don't forget. Couple pills for the junkies. You understand what I'm saying? Then he get all types of love. He can stay up in your motherfucking house because they know he got a couple dollars and he might kick out here and there.
But that's the number one. That's the number one skill set of a snake ass nigga.
Yeah,
it's for deception.
Absolutely. And what stays the course with that I learned from that, at least being younger, man, in my teens, was this, man. Ain't no loyalty in a broke ass nigga that don't know where he gonna get his next dime from tomorrow. There's no loyalty in that guy. Zero.
No.
That nigga will turn around and
do anything.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, you was right. I'm agreeing with you. Like, you was exactly right. You was exactly right on that shit.
Yeah, that nigga will turn around and bite you in your ass as soon as he know you at a distance where you can't hear him. Straight
they plot on you. They plot on you. They plot on you. Instead of asking, a nigga that's really down that want to do better. Hey, bro, man, you know, can you put me in word into the job? You can put me in the right direction. That's a nigga that want to do. A nigga that don't want to do better. You know, they want to bring you down, and that's something that I had to learn when I was younger. I got all the motherfuckers off of me because once I shook all them niggas off me and went through what I went through, nigga, I rose. You know, I started rising. Everything started getting better when you get the negativity and the hate off of you. You know, especially that fake love.
In my personal day-to-day life, man, the only friends that I talk to on a regular basis is my women. That's it. I just talk to them. That's it. And my kids. That's it. I don't deal with nobody else. Here and there, like people from YouTube or something might call my phone, and niggas that I've known for 10, 20, 30 years, whatever the case is, they might go ahead and hit my phone, and I'll chop it up with them on the phone. I don't be having niggas in my house. I don't be having niggas in my fucking business. Because the way that I live and the way that I look at life, at least today, is be happy that you're secure in life. If a nigga don't see that you got something, they'll never ask for it. They will never ask for it. Ever.
That's how it is.
If me, you, and the other brother here, Boxing Clinic, can stand around, right? All of us got our own money. We all got our own cars. We got our own everything. Okay? We straight. And we just chopping it up. That's a true friendship. That's a bond there. If I got to come to you and I got another dude with me, and every time I turn around, he's patting on me on my arm for a cigarette, or something else, or I gotta buy him something to eat. That's not the same thing. And overall, I got to watch that nigga and what I say around. You understand?
And then you been going, then you go with that nigga over. Then you just seen the nigga process that, like, he missing opportunities and shit. You going to get jobs, he laying on his ass and shit like that. He ain't doing shit but being the leech and dragging you down. That's real shit. I'd had a lot of niggas like that, dog.
Hey,
a lot of niggas like that.
You crazy, like you're the reason why they don't have nothing. Oh man, you petty, man.
Like 5 years ago,
right?
I went through some shit like that, man. And you know, you just look at
take that shit off. Your life gonna be lovely. But I'm about to go ahead and log off. I might do it again tonight, fellas. Man, I'll let y'all know. Hit y'all up. The game on and shit. My girl calling me, so.
What time the fight card start, man?
I'm saying what anytime, brother. I'll send you a link. You know, Jarrell.
Yes, sir, my brother. Man, like I say, I appreciate y'all brothers to death, man. Y'all some good dudes, man. Y'all continue, man, to go ahead and keep putting that work in, man, because myself personally, I appreciate it, man. Y'all work y'all fucking asses off, man, and we need brothers like y'all to keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, no, hey, what's your YouTube channel, bro, so I can check it out, man?
The Bottom Line, Santee Walton.
Gotcha. I'm gonna check you out, bro.
All right, appreciate that, brother.
No problem. Y'all stay safe out there.
All right, brother.
All right, peace.
Peace.